All right. So I was watching what's his name? Destiny. This guy.
Vote depending on policy. And when I then said, so if the policy fails, you'll vote for someone else, and he said, no, actually, the policy doesn't matter. That's different. I'm not making that claim. Okay, it's a completely different thing.
I'm just saying to take one example of a story of a person who sounds like an idiot, who say that and categorize everybody in not like hearing, who say that's like before you, well, you are kind of doing that. You're saying here's a Republican voter who you ask, why are you thinking about voting for Trump? Oh, because he's building the wall. Then you say he doesn't build the wall. Well, I would never vote for a Democrat. Well, do you care about wall?
It doesn't matter. I mean, let's say somebody says, I'm voting for Trump because he's building the wall, but let's say he doesn't build the wall. Would you vote for him again? So he said, well, I'm not voting for a Democrat. Okay. I mean, there's many ways to explain what just happened, but one way is that, well, if he didn't build the wall, doesn't mean he didn't try to build the wall. Right? I'm voting for him because he's going to build the wall means I'm voting for him because he understands the American middle class. That's why I'm voting for him. Whether he'll succeed in building the wall for this reason, that reason, is not as critical as I'm voting for him because he has my interest at heart. And the Democrat doesn't. The Democrats, they're something else. They're not middle class. They appeal to something else. I don't know exactly. They appeal to, I don't know, like the woke women, I guess, women and the woke. I don't know.
But that doesn't sound like a reasonable voter to me, though. That's right. He's not a reasonable voter to me. Also, if you were to ask the average person who voted for Biden, they don't vote for Biden. Okay, they voted against Trump. Okay, you disagree? So is that what you go to?
For something like that,
if this is your space, what's your podcast about?
What is it about?
What's your show?
I don't know. Fact is just scared of like biting a bullet. It's so easy to say yes. You can say that. Yeah, of course, some people just vote against Trump, but it's a two-vote system. You can vote against it. There's nothing wrong with that.
Well, you should know this stuff. You're the expert.
Remember that offhand.
If this is your world, like, if you ask me questions on this,
it's fine to vote against, for this reason, that reason. Everything is legitimate. I mean, it's democracy. That's it.
I want to think about business. Yeah. You might want to podcast. I want to talk about business.
Let's do that.
I have no problem with it. What I'm saying to you is, if you're coming here saying what you're saying, and then I ask you a simple question of, so the same thing you said about people that voted for Biden, I'm just going to vote for anybody. Dude, nobody would show up on Biden street. Did you not see his core when he was going campaigning?
Patrick, you're not really doing this, are you?
You're doing that.
Biden wasn't even doing events. This is the Biden one from the basement. I have a counter. News and politics.
You should know this stuff.
He calls it out right to David Packard's face.
And then I ask you a question. I say, so why do people vote for Biden? Many of them voted for Trump. Yeah, I don't know numbers on that. You should know those numbers. The only credible at this point, you lost credibility to talk about politics. You don't know what you're talking about.
Which points out explicitly what he's doing in hypocrisy of the he's claiming.
With the middles, the independent attorneys, would they have chosen to stick with Trump, or would most have wanted to replace him with somebody else?
Take a polling question. I don't have the data.
So notice how David Packard says, I don't have data, so nobody can respond to that. Oftentimes,
I would never say to someone, you don't know what you're talking about, or you lost all credibility, or something like that. It's like I'm always trying to steel man the other guy. Otherwise, what's the point in talking?
logic is the evidence. We can still follow the logic and contend with these ideas in any case.
If we go by Gallup opinion survey, what other countries think of the U.S.?
At the end of the day, everybody speaks from their heart, from their emotions. And that's what you need to try and understand and take away. That's it. The logic or lack of is, it doesn't matter. The point is, can you understand their emotion? Can you understand how they're feeling? That's it. And then can you, and there's no lie. You cannot lie about how you're feeling. You can lie when you say how you're feeling, but how you're actually feeling, that's how you're feeling. That's already a first principle that that once I understand how you're feeling, then I'm going to try and question, why do you feel this way? But first I need to make sure that's how you feel. Now let's try and undermine the reason why you're feeling this way. Like, people hate Jews. Okay, I believe you hate Jews. I can hear what you're saying. I can feel your hatred. Okay, now let me try and convince me, make me feel this hatred as well. And that, and if so everything is legitimate. I always try to legitimize the other guy.
On what other people think, aka polls.
I don't know where you're getting that weird number. So you think free Biden? What I'm asking you is, what data do you have that weird number?
Well, that's what data is not. Any data given. Don't have
any. Those things true based upon logical reasoning. To make logical sense, there's probably sound arguments to be made.
I don't like when people just say logical and rational, and it's logic and it's sound, and it's just like, So every time I say like, oh, this is logical, I have to also say like, when I say logical, I'm like deductively true from, whatever premises. People say logical and they want to say like, my side is definitely right. And I know I'm right because I said logical more than you did. And it's like, okay.
Direct observations of what I see going on in the world.
Russia felt comfortable bullying Ukraine during Biden is, even if you look at Afghanistan, the way we left people on the left were not.
Destiny understands the limits of logic, which is good. That's actually very advanced.
By the way, we left Afghanistan. 82 billion, give you a lot of different names. Like, yeah.
Oh, now he wants names. The layer 2 provide names. He's going to claim that's anecdotal.
I started voting for Trump, started Donald Trump, now back on Biden. Yeah, I see so many stories like that. That's an anecdote. And so I think anecdotes are fine. But one of the
this is not a good performance. Because David, you said somebody called into my program and said this, right? That was your
things that is important is to zoom out from anecdotes and look at the broader data.
At the end of the day, polls are secondary to logic. But when you ask people back in the basic
polls are secondary to logic. These two things inhabit totally different things. Like these are of a different kind of thing. That's like saying what's better, cars or the number 7? The cars are better than 7. Like that doesn't make any sense. What?
The question will claim, why can't you do it without any data or evidence or polls? When you provide examples, evidence, will claim that's tangible evidence.
Why would the independents, the ones in the middle, why would they have still chosen Trump over Biden?
We're now, I have no idea. You have to talk to that.
I'm not following that 7 and car.
No, that's an important question to ask, and we can logically think it through. And David Packman just dismisses it.
It's not logically think it through. Or if you want to say in specific, I guess logical reasoning terms, you could say we could probably make inferences based on anecdote. We can make inferences based on the media consumption or whatever. But God, I hate people that abuse these words. Logical. It's logical. We can logic. What are we talking? What do you mean?
So by saying,
what do you mean by logic? At the end of the day, logic is just emotional. The axioms of logic are emotions. They're just axioms.
No idea. He does not want to contend with this.
If you were
Logic is based on axioms. So it's just, you might as well just assume the conclusion. You might as well
ask the average person who voted for Biden, they didn't vote for Biden. Okay, they voted against Trump. Okay, do you disagree?
I have to look at exit polls.
Where is Mr. Evil? I don't understand. Need this guy.
Can't even address the logic of that case. I don't know how to see exit polls to be able to even contend with this logic. And I think this is where it really breaks down, and Patrick has had enough and turns the tables.
If this is your space, what's your podcast about?
What is it about?
What's your show about?
News politics.
You should know this stuff. You're the expert.
I should remember that offhand.
You need to be able to contend with the logic around these ideas without
The logic.
exiting the back door. This is what you do for a living. These are basic concepts. Surely you can contend with this logic.
Fine,
But this is your world. Like if you ask me questions on business, I'm going to give you my feedback on anything about business.
Yeah.
You might know podcast. I want to talk about business.
Let's do that.
I have no problem with it. Do that part. What I'm saying to you is, if you're coming here saying what you're saying, and I ask you a simple question of, so the same thing you said about people that voted for Biden, I'm just going to vote for anybody. Dude, nobody would show up on Biden's feet. Did you not see his tour when he was going campaigning?
Patrick, you're not going to be doing this, are you? You're doing this?
I'm curious where you go now.
This is trying to control the frame.
But that's why you don't want to go on anyone's show. You always want to go only on your show, because when you go on their show, they control the narrative. So they can make you seem however they want you to seem. It's very difficult to fight against them on their terms, on their show.
When you get cornered by being condescending as though you're above it all. Patrick, you're not really doing this though, because he's being cornered, he's being called out, and he's just going to try and dismiss it as beneath him. This is a very common tactic. Patrick, stop it. Don't do it. Luke, these are the exact same, something very similar in that last bit.
If you can't define any data, stop it. If I took the time to properly write out a definition,
So why do people vote for Biden? Many of them voted.
Why does this happen? I know why it happens, because you have the conclusion first and then you go and you shop for the opinions to make it match. I think David Packman's performance here is not good. I think he's made like several like huge follies. Luke, however, eviscerated Tim Pool. It wasn't even close. So
I listened to people reviewing Luke on Tim Pool, and I would say Luke was eviscerated. So I don't know why Destiny says that, but fine. Everybody, I don't know. Maybe at different times, I don't know. But the few segments that I saw, Tim thoroughly eviscerated Luke.
the type of mind that thinks that David Packman and Luke both did bad is somebody who's shopping for their opinions because of the political bias, not because they're actually analyzing the content of what's being said.
If I took the time to properly write out a definition,
So why do people vote for Biden? Many of them voted because they just want Trump. Yeah, I don't know the numbers on that. You should know the numbers.
what, I just know that offhand. I mean, we can look it up. This is why do you think that?
And he refuses to contend with it. Patrick does not let him off of those rails. He keeps focused and wrestles with it. He continues to wrestle with it.
This is silly. No,
What's silly is for you to assume people voted for Biden. They voted against Trump is what they did.
Yeah, sure.
What you just said.
I said about the percentage. Don't say that
it's your world.
Because the logic is so simple. The only option that David has is to act like it's beneath him.
Can I get okay. If I were on the right, I would stop saying that because it's embarrassing to Trump that he lost to a guy who hid in his basement. That's the crazy thing.
So now it's true that Biden did hide. He only contends with it when it suits the story that he wants to be true.
Your guy, Joe Biden, is the greatest hiding
So you agree Biden was hiding in his basement? You agree that it was very unlikely for Biden to win, meaning the election was stolen. Okay, so you agree the election was stolen. It didn't make any sense.
Checking all the time.
He's not your president?
What a surface level silly semantic gameplay there. Dealing distraction.
He's my president.
He's our president.
But he's your guy. He's the guy you're defending. You're defending him right now to say
Only that he's better than Trump because you're making him do this.
Because you're making me do this. PB is not letting him off. He is staying focused on this. But another example of how this is beneath him in his view.
even the liberals today are not saying he's better than Trump in executing or taking action or doing anything.
Let's find out.
The only
Why are these? Why does he have these Adobe After Effects?
are not saying he's better than Trump in executing or taking action or doing anything.
Let's find out.
The only
He brings in the need for polling data. This did not age well. Biden was actually removed.
Let's find out.
the only credible at this point you lost credibility to talk about polls because you don't know what you're talking about. You're saying, look, I don't know if people are voting against Trump. Let's find a poll.
It's the perfect example of how just refusing to engage. If I stick my head in the sand and just don't look at it, the story will go away. Biden will be smart and articulate.
You can't.
They said I don't know how many. Of course they would.
It's not a matter of how many people thought this way.
Okay, but once you are actually arguing with the other guy, that's not good. You shouldn't be arguing. The point of a debate is not to argue. Ultimately, the point of a debate is, okay, you're trying to convince me. I'm gonna steelman your position. Now, it's usually very difficult for me to be able to steelman the other guy because they're so anti. So it's difficult to break down their defenses. They're being defensive, so it's impossible to have a conversation. You need to first explain to them that ultimately you're on the same side. I mean, ultimately you want to understand them, but most people have a very hard time believing that the other guy is not setting them up, and it's very difficult to have a transparent conversation.
We're never going to be able to know that. That's why polls are unreliable. We can't know what people are thinking. We can't measure that. It's more effective to be able to measure the potential that people are going to think this way.
Yeah, it's not rare as a view on the American right that is generally, who cares what other countries think? I would almost rather they hate us.
So David gives a general view, and Patrick asks for the data. He flips the game on David Packman here.
That's really common. No, I'm not saying you're saying.
I'm going to poll on that. You have a poll on that?
Not a fan.
Then how do you
That's a waste of time to look at data.
you have a poll? Give me a poll.
And you can't say this if you don't have a poll. He turns the tables on him and uses his own technique against him to great effect.
Patrick,
But give me a poll because that's an anecdote.
we can use this.
Well, no,
throughout any conversation.
What's
Really interesting here is that David Packman acknowledges the fact that you can use this technique to stop any conversation, which is why he does it.
No, that's what you're doing.
Did it polls about liberty?
I'm a political expert. I'm not.
Come on.
This is a political expert. Which is you're silly. So I'm giving you exactly what you've been doing for the first 30 minutes. Now it's about you.
That's what you were doing for the first 30 minutes. He exposes the game that David Packman has been playing.
But it's silly. I think we don't
But wait a minute.
He acknowledges how silly it is. He acknowledges that it doesn't get us anywhere.
But what you're saying is that if
So they're both appealing to their audience, which is not the purpose of a debate. So now, I mean, this is not a good place to be in. This is a waste of time. If I'm trying to convince anyone else but me, then I'm wasting my time. At best, I want to try to convince the other guy. Yes, Bill Cosby, what's up? Oh, you're a girl.
I like eating dogs.
You like eating bugs?
Yeah,
That's good.
I like eating dogs too.
I mean, a lot of seafood is just bugs. Like shrimp is bugs, and everyone loves shrimp.
I also like eating cats.
You like eating pets, like dogs and cats?
Yeah, cats. Cats. Pets.
Oh,
Dogs.
oh, because you're anti-vegan. You hate vegans.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, I hate vegans. Vegans are evil. Yeah, vegans are terrible people. Hello, White Pasha.
Yeah.
What? Wait, White Pasha? Are you there? So, what's up? Wait, Bill Cosby. So okay? So do you think vegans are really evil, like I do? Do you really hate vegans?
Vegans have no souls, so yeah, I do think that they are evil.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I find them. I mean,
They're not human.
yeah. I mean, one of my arguments why vegans are evil is because they claim to be better than me. So they consider me to be a second-class citizen. So they're basically, that's evil. If you consider me to be a second-class citizen, that's like, then you're evil. And
No,
also,
it's not.
no, it's not evil.
I think vegans should be burned alive or put in camps. Like with the gay people.
Wait, you're anti-gay?
Yes. What? What the fuck's wrong with you?
What's wrong with me?
I
Wait.
think we need to put the vegans, the gays, the transgender faggots all in like one big hole and then light a match and then let them burn.
Oh
Oh.
my god.
I mean,
What?
I mean, so like the gays and like, look, some vegans are not bad. Some trans are not bad. Some gays are not bad. It's like there's goods and there's bads. So the good ones, they don't care what I do. The bad ones, they wanna kill me. The ones that want to kill me, of course, we need to, yeah, we need to defend ourselves. The ones that want to take our rights away, like vegans want to take our steaks away, that's I don't like that. I don't like having my freedoms taken away. So yeah, that's bad. Trans that force me to use their pronouns, yeah, yeah, that's bad. Gays that whatever, well, as long as if you don't care how I live my life, then you can live. But when you infringe on my rights, that's when you have become my enemy. Yeah, I agree with that. Wait, Bill Cosby, do you believe in Jesus?
No, but I believe in a different religion, not Jesus. So
Oh, you're Muslim?
yeah.
Wow, that's beautiful. I actually like Sharia. Sharia has some pretty good ideas that I can easily adopt. Wait, so are you?
Wait,
Interesting.
what are you? Like what
I'm
is your
I'm an atheist. I'm an atheist American.
you don't sound American.
Yeah, I don't sound American. I know. I sound and non-American, but I'm pro-American.
Um so are you allowed to vote?
Yeah, I vote for Trump.
Yeah.
Yeah, I vote.
Based
Hmm.
that's good.
I vote for
So when
Musk.
did
Hmm.
you voted for yeah, he endorsed Trump,
Yeah,
so
yeah. Wait, do you hate Israel?
what kind of question is this?
Like, usually I have pre-set questions that I ask people.
This is something a Fed would ask. Like you
No,
just
He
went
asks
straight
everyone. He
yeah,
asks everyone.
yeah,
you went
everyone.
straight to the point, but I'm gonna be honest and I don't care if I get canceled, but I think that um I think the Jews are the root of all evil.
Oh,
They need
okay.
to be
Are you retarded?
Stop.
shut
Are you
up,
retarded?
fucking black
Stop,
bitch.
stop. Okay, so that's
Shut
good.
up.
So we can talk about that. So you think the Jews are the root of all evil?
Yeah.
Why do you say that?
I'm like, because
She
they
probably
had
dyed her hair red. She dyed her hair rainbow.
Stop.
no, I've never done that. I'm not a liberal.
You're a blue-haired liberal.
The Klan.
No, I'm not.
You voted for Kamala. Don't lie. You
Why would
voted
I
for
ever vote
Kamala.
for that dumb bitch?
Okay, don't please. Uh,
Be
okay,
honest. To
Wait,
be
I wanna
honest.
know why this fucking
I hate
weird
only
ass
I hate Israeli and Palestine.
okay. It's one
Yes.
on one. I want to interview Bill Cosby. Why she thinks the Jews are the root of all evil. The Klan. I'm gonna
I
unmute
mean,
you.
she's kinda right at some
One
point.
second, one second. Declan, I'm going to unmute you, but please don't interrupt. And White Pasha, please let me interview Bill Cosby with your permission. Okay, Bill
Sure,
Cosby,
do it.
please convince me why the Jews are the root of all evil.
well, for one, look at Hollywood. Look how corrupted Hollywood is. And
Mhm,
all the Jews are getting exposed. And secondly,
mhm,
I mean, look what Hitler, what he was doing. He was trying to stop the Jews, but clearly he failed.
mhm.
And he
What was he
knew
trying to
that they
stop
were
them?
and
No,
he
no,
knew that they were
go on,
and
go
he
on.
knew that
What
they
was he
were
trying to stop?
The Klan is between me
the
and Bill
degenerate.
Cosby, so stop.
Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry, sorry.
Mhm,
Hey,
mhm.
can you stop being black?
Stop. Okay, okay. Bill Cosby, I'm with you. So.
Oh my god, he's black. I can tell.
It's fine.
I can smell. We don't have any fried chicken here. We don't
What?
have any fried chicken.
What?
We don't have any fried chicken here.
What?
She's autistic. She's
Okay,
autistic.
Declan, stop.
That's what-
I'm trying to.
Okay,
We don't have
Declan.
any. We don't have any fried chicken here, so get the fuck out, pussy.
Yeah, that's funny. Okay, now I understand why you
Cosby?
couldn't finish that sentence. All right, Bill Cosby, let's go. So, okay, but okay, let's go with the, I guess, the Hollywood one. So, okay, I mean, you
And look at Jeffrey Epstein. Like, look at that. He was very like powerful, but he got exposed.
okay,
And
exposed.
then when he tried to take down people with him,
Mhm.
he either got killed or I don't know. Maybe he's living on his private island,
Wait, that's
living his
Jeffrey.
best life.
Wait, that's Jeffrey Epstein. There's Weinstein and Epstein. There's two
Yeah.
Steins. The
So
different.
Epstein. I'm talking about Epstein.
Well, Epstein.
Yeah.
What about Epstein? I'm sorry, I mispronounce words because like I have a different naming convention. So okay, so Epstein. Wait, so we're talking about Weinstein or Epstein? The guy from the.
Epstein,
Okay, I'll
the
say
guy that was really big and that apparently hung himself, but I don't believe that he did.
I don't believe it either. Okay, but so I
Yeah.
mean, okay, who do you want to discuss? Like, we need to concentrate on one thing for you. Okay, I
I'm
want
talking about Epstein. I'm not talking about Weinstein. I'm talking about Epstein. I've been telling you, like, how many
Epstein.
times do I need to
Okay, okay,
repeat
Epstein.
myself?
Epstein, fine. So, do you
Yeah,
think Epstein knew he's Jewish? Do you think Epstein cared?
of course you can tell he's a Jew.
But do you think he knew he's a Jew? Do you think he
Yes,
acted? Why? When did he ever mention that he's a Jew?
he manipulated. He doesn't need to mention it. I mean, you can look at his last name, Epstein.
Yeah, but do you think he cared he's Jewish?
I'm not sure because I'm not. I'm not him, but he seemed like he had a lot of power
Yeah,
and a lot of money.
I
With
agree.
with money comes power.
Yeah, I agree that Jews tend to be very rich and powerful and political. They tend to rise to the elites. It is their tendency. Yes. Okay, but that's is that evil? They happen to be, for some reason or another, I don't know, genetically or somehow they are an enhanced people or something. So they seem to rise. Okay. Does that mean they are evil? I would say they have a tendency to be leftists, and that's bad. But okay.
I don't know if they have, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they have the ten. Well, yeah, but
Mm-hmm. Like
I don't know. Is that really?
Mhm.
Are they really being leftist, or do they want like degeneracy to happen? Do they want the world to crumble? I feel like they want the worst.
No.
Yeah,
No. Why?
that's on their agenda.
To destroy the world?
Yeah.
Why would anyone want to destroy the world?
I think the lights are on, but no one's up there.
But what? Fine.
Are
Then.
you like?
Mhm. What?
Can you unmute this guy? He keeps trying to come at me. It's
Which
like some
one?
wetback.
Which one? Declan? I muted. You want me to unmute Declan?
Yeah, I want to hear what he has to say.
Okay.
Yo, first of all, just because the Jews are powerful, how does that make them evil?
Oh, yeah, good
Because
question.
the higher ups are always evil.
Wait, what?
They're never like good people. That's why
What do
they're
you
up.
mean? That makes no sense.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
What's your definition of evil? What do you mean by evil?
Like,
No, I
No, I
mean,
want to know her definition
yeah, Bill Cosby. What's your definition
because
of evil? Like, how do you measure if someone is evil?
a lot of the source that she's talking about Jewish people isn't real.
Uh,
Then
Okay, let's just
No,
start
no,
talk.
no. The
Let me
question is,
see.
I'm trying to understand Bill Cosby. Like, how do you know if someone is evil? What is evil? You like just because someone is rich.
that's very vague. Like evil could mean a lot of things. It's just a very vague question.
Well,
Like there's different meanings to being evil.
wait. You said the
Like
Jews.
killing someone.
Okay, you said the Jews are the root of all evil. So, like, what do you mean by evil? Like, how do I
They
measure?
don't want humanity. They don't want humanity to succeed.
Why not? Why? What's like?
Because
Actually, the
because
Jews they founded communism.
No, no. One second. One second. Bill Cosby. What's in
wait,
it for the?
what?
Wait. What's in it for the Jews? If what they want to destroy civilization? What's in it for
Yeah.
them? Okay. What's in it for
Yeah,
them? Fine, fine. What's in it for the
they're
Jews if they
they're
destroy?
going to they're gonna make the non-Jews the slaves. They're gonna say like every Jew has like 1,000 non-Jew slaves.
Yeah, but like we have
They
a.
really believe in it. They really believe in it. Wait.
Okay. What's your evidence? Fine. What's your like? So you have to prove that slavery is evil.
Tulip hockey.
Do you think
Oh,
slavery?
sorry,
Do you
guys.
think slavery is
After the
evil?
Messiah comes, After the Messiah comes, they say every Jew would have like 1,000 non-Jew slaves.
Just 1,000? Oh my god. Okay, what's like?
Yeah, it's a lot
How
of
do
them.
you know this? So you think all Jews feel this way? Jews just want to enslave non-Jews? That's what.
Majority
No,
of
they
them,
really believe in it.
the Zionist ones. Yeah.
Oh, just the
You
Zionists.
could ask a rabbi. You could
Wait,
ask a rabbi. He'll start twitching.
one second. So,
When you ask him that, he'll start twitching. He'll be like, yeah, yeah.
what do you mean? Ask a
Oh,
rabbi?
Ask him Rabbi what?
I don't even know what a rabbi is. One second. So you think the Jews in general? So okay. So you think all the Jews think this way? That they want to
I
enslave
mean,
non-Jews?
you're not sure. It could be all. It could be some. Could be none. But
What
it's
do you
in their
mean?
book, though.
It-
It's in
the-
their book.
Rabbi.
What do you mean their
Okay.
book? What's their book?
The Torah. They have a lot of books.
But isn't their book also the book of the Muslims and the Christians? Isn't it the same book? Don't they all share like a same book? The
Yeah,
original book?
yeah, but
So
yeah.
so Muslims Muslims feel the book is holy, no? Muslims have
But
no?
Muslims are retarded.
Wait, okay. So everyone agrees except for the atheists that the original book, the original Bible is holy, it's from God. All the Abrahamic religions worship the original Bible, right? As far as I know. They don't deny.
Nothing in Islam, literally nothing in Islam is relative to Judaism and Christianity. Like nowhere in Christianity or Judaism would you find that they say to worship a rock, bro. Only Muslims do that.
Okay, okay. Let me
And they
understand.
call
Let me understand. Let me understand. So you feel that every Jew, no, you said even you said no Jew wants to enslave any non-Jew, but it's in their book. So
I
I,
didn't
I
say that
Pasha, I muted you because there was noise coming out of your mic. Anyway, so I'm lost. I'm honestly lost. So why are Jews the root of all evil in your mind?
because they want to enslave the non-Jews.
Okay, how do you know? Like, what's your source of knowledge for this?
Because the Torah says that. The
Okay,
Torah literally says
sh-
the non-Jews, bro. They say it's
okay.
okay
Let's
to
say
lie,
okay,
steal,
okay.
and to kill the
Why wait?
non-Jew.
No, no, okay, okay. So okay, so what if a book says something that like so what? How's this related to Jews? Jews, you think they obey everything a book says? Because it says in a book, so all the Jews obey what it says in a book. That's it. What's your evidence that Jews blindly obey a book that says that? Like, assuming a book says that, and that's it. So your hatred of Jews is because a book says that says to enslave non-Jews. That's it. That's that's the reason you think Jews are the root of all evil, because a book says to enslave non-Jews. Are you there? Is anybody there? Hello? Hello? Bill Cosby, are you alive?
No,
You're not alive?
no.
Do you still hate Jews?
Of course I do. You need to wake up. I don't
I
know
need,
what you're trying to do, but it's not working.
I'm trying to do what? What am I trying to do?
Whatever you're trying to do here, it's not working.
What am I trying to do? I'm trying to look, I'm trying to be convinced that Jews are the root of all evil.
If you want to be convinced, then open your eyes and wake up.
Nah, that's not an argument. You need to convince me.
It's all around you.
No.
It is, because if you want the answers, they're all around you. They're right in front of you.
Wait, you want to convince, I want to be convinced. In order to be convinced, you need to, you need to convince me. Like, it doesn't sound like you're convinced. Like what?
Okay, like,
Mhm.
can I speak my opinion?
Yeah, sure.
Anyway, I believe Jews are evil,
Mm-hmm.
and I have my arguments why.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, the
Mm-hmm.
founder of communism, the Bolsheviks, is a Jew. The founder of Satanism, Lavean Satanismo, is also a Jew.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, I believe.
That's just correlation. I agree
Hmm.
that Jews are, very active, very smart. They rise very high in every movement. They rise to the top ranks for some reason. Okay, so you'll find Jews as the leaders of countries, of you know, of universities, of philosophies. Fine. Okay. That.
Also,
What do you mean?
also,
What do you mean? Also, but
I
you
want to add something.
but let you understand that what you're saying, right? It doesn't mean anything. That you can find
Why
Jews
doesn't it mean anything?
because Jews are leaders. Jews are very smart. Jews rise to the top ranks of every movement.
Are you a
Yes, they
Jew?
are indeed. Wait, they are indeed smart. I agree. They are indeed smart if they literally make groups, one right wing and one left wing. The right wings, at the moment, I think the Netherlands, the one who came in as to rise in power, he was a Jew. He kissed the wall. He supports Israel.
Look,
Or maybe we're
you
going
you
to
can
forget
find
Trump, who also kissed the wall.
what do you mean kiss the wall? Oh, you mean the
You
wall
don't
in
know
Jerusalem?
the one for Jews.
The wall, the wall in Jerusalem, you mean? What wall? That wall? The western, eastern wall, whatever? The Wailing Wall? What are you talking about? Which wall?
Western Wall. Western Wall.
The Temple Mount. Okay, whatever. It's okay. So you're saying so Trump
They
kissed,
rule. They
they
rule.
rule? What do you mean they rule? What do you mean they
They
rule?
rule. They rule the world.
They rule the world. The Jews rule the world?
Yeah.
I mean, the Jews, as I said, I agreed with you. The Jews seem to rise to the top ranks of every movement everywhere in the world. Yes. So it doesn't mean that there's a group of Jews that are coordinating to rule the world. Like most
Why
Jews.
you think so?
What do you mean? There's no coordination between Jews. Like most Jews don't care that they're Jewish. They don't talk about it. Like Bernie
Hmm.
Sanders, he doesn't talk about being Jewish. Like most people don't talk about being Jewish. Most Jews who are prominent, the president Zelensky, he mentions, like if you talk about Nazis, he mentions that he's Jewish, but he doesn't control Ukraine as part of a Jewish cabal, as part of a Jewish conspiracy. He's democratically
Hmm.
elected. He's his own person. And the president of Mexico is Jewish, but she doesn't.
Hmm.
She doesn't care that she's Jewish. She's her own person. No one controls her. She's a communist, a leftist. She's part of the, you could say, the leftist philosophy. But wait, why are you
Okay,
laughing?
continue.
Wait, what? Why did you laugh? Why did you giggle?
Nothing. Continue. Continue.
We could go through a list of every Jew, like Epstein. He didn't, I don't know, whatever he did on his island, not because he's Jewish. He didn't coordinate with other Jews because they're Jewish. Maybe he happened to be spending a lot of time with other Jews because Jews are very prominent, and they all spend time with each other because they're all prominent, not because they're Jewish. I don't think they care to be Jewish. like
Okay.
like Lex Friedman was interviewing Zelensky. They're both Jewish. So you could say, "Oh, it's a conspiracy." No, Lex Friedman actually supports Putin, and Zelensky hates Putin, and they're basically enemies, but they're sitting and talking together. Like, who cares? Not
Hmm.
because they're Jewish. Like, you wouldn't. They don't care that they're Jewish. They know that they're Jewish, but they don't care. What do they care that they're Jewish? Who cares? Like, we live in modern society, modern civilization. Most people, especially Jews, don't care to be Jewish. Who cares that they're Jewish? For them, it's.
Okay.
Mhm. So a lot of times you see prominent Jews, and so what? Yeah, I agree. Statistically, Jews are very successful. Statistically speaking, yes.
Can I ask something?
What? What's your question?
I'm just asking one question.
Mm-hmm.
If
Mm-hmm.
it's if the guy
Mm-hmm.
is getting kicked out of many hotels,
Mm-hmm.
who is whose fault is it? Is it the guy's fault or the hotel's management fault?
I mean, I know what you're hinting at. Look, that you could argue in reverse. The fact is that Jews live all over the world, have lived all over the world. So if somebody lives everywhere on the planet for thousands of years, statistically speaking, they're bound to get kicked out of every place at one time or another, just because of statistics, just because of random fluctuations. So,
Hmm.
Jews are basically nomadic. They're everywhere, and they're
They
prominent.
were kicked out. Pretty much, they were kicked out from every country for entire millennium.
They were kicked out and then they came back.
They mostly settled in Slavic countries, which explains the Jewish population in Slavic.
Okay. I mean, they're everywhere. There's, like, you go to Israel, there's Jews in Israel literally of every color, of every ethnicity. There's Chinese looking Jews. There is African looking Jews. There is European looking Jews. There is literally every color of skin you can imagine. Plus, anyway, so Okay, Jews have been and still are literally everywhere on the planet. So, and everyone hates the Jews because, because I think because they're
Mm.
very successful. So everybody's jealous. And everybody thinks that there is a Jewish conspiracy. So everybody's scared of Jews. And also Jews are bankers, so it's good to kick them out. You
Mm.
borrow money from a Jew and then you kick him out, so you don't have to pay him back. That's a great convenience. So you steal his money and you kick him out. That's you can make a lot of money like that. So for that could be also like an added benefit why everyone always kicks them out. They always get kicked out, but they have to
Mm.
leave the money behind. So it's very like convenient. So look, look, but the question is, I'm trying to be convinced to hate the Jews. Like, why would I want to hate the Jews?
Okay. Can I read something?
Read? I'd rather not.
Yeah.
I'd rather you make an argument. You don't have to read. That's like I don't want to waste
Okay.
time.
It's just one letter.
No,
One
no,
letter.
no, no, no. Just
It's
tell me.
one letter to Karl Marx.
Karl Marx. You think he
It's
what?
just a letter which was sent to Karl Marx.
Okay.
Can I read it?
No, no, no. Tell me about it. I don't want to start reading. I don't want to. Yeah, it's boring. So just tell me about it.
Okay. So basically,
Mm-hmm.
it tells about how Jewish
Mm-hmm.
should attain world dominion
What does that mean?
and they should establish a world republic, which Jews will everywhere exercise the privilege of citizenship.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. So what? So what? There's a letter that says what many people say. That
And it will the promise of the Talmud.
yeah. So who cares? So some book.
Jews will have all the property of the whole world in their hands.
Okay. Okay. What do you want me to do? So Jews, I told you already,
Yeah.
they seem to be very successful, and they get everywhere, and everywhere they go they're very successful, and they rise up in the ranks of every place they go. They become prominent
Hmm.
politicians and lawyers and businessmen and bankers and professors and journalists and philosophers. Everywhere they go they're prominent, and they become very
Hmm.
rich. Yeah. Okay. So I
And
should.
then
So Elon Musk is very successful. So I should hate Elon Musk. I don't hate Elon Musk because he is successful. I don't love Elon Musk because he is successful. I love Elon Musk because he agrees with me on most
hmm.
things, and he promotes my agenda on most things. That's why I love Elon Musk. I hate George Soros because he is my enemy. He supports
Wait, you hate who?
George Soros. So
Okay.
George Soros happens to be a Jew, a very wealthy Jew, who he for many years he's been controlling a lot of countries through very smart manipulations.
All the Jews does.
No, there's very poor Jews. Not all the Jews are so successful. Statistically
Hmm.
speaking, a lot of Jews are very successful. Some of them are like George Soros, that they try to manipulate, governments and countries. Sure, George Soros I think, is pure evil.
Hmm.
But if you want me to hate George Soros, I hate George Soros not because he is a Jew. I hate him. He happens to be a Jew. I hate him because he is a terrible person. I hate him because he is literally the enemy of civilization, but nothing to do with him being Jewish. He doesn't care that he's Jewish. He was a Nazi. He was literally a Nazi in World War II. He was literally a Nazi. He was wearing Nazi uniform during World War II.
Mm.
So some Jews are terrible, and some Jews are not. Nothing to do with them being Jewish or not.
Okay. So you told about the guy George Soros, which controls, which manipulated, which told many things.
Hmm.
What makes you think the other Jews won't do the same thing?
It doesn't
What
matter.
makes you think that?
It doesn't matter. Everybody, like, we live in a free world, especially
Hmm.
us in the free world. We live in the in the free world, and Jews are very powerful. And right, if you became very rich, you might decide to do what what rich people do. You would try to manipulate,
Rule the world.
rule the world. I wouldn't say sure you would try to. I mean, sure, if you became very rich and very powerful,
Yeah.
you would end up ruling the world. Sure.
Yeah.
So
They will try.
you would too.
I wouldn't.
Well, uh,
I
I
think of myself very different.
I don't care. Like, I'm not saying you,
Okay.
like, most, like a normal person, tries
Yeah.
tries to always optimize their own life, tries to always do better. And then,
Yeah, it's true.
so that means you're
But
trying.
what makes you think that if I will have all the money in the world, what makes you think I will try to rule the world?
I mean, if you the more it's not naturally, right, naturally today you are trying to do better than yesterday, right? With every passing day you're trying to
True.
become, right, you're trying to improve your economic situation. And there's never going to be a day when you're going to not try to improve your economic situation. You're always going to try and improve your economic situation. And there will come a day when you have improved your economic situation so much that you have achieved world domination. That's it. It's not, and you have not changed.
What?
Nothing.
What?
Nothing
For
changes. You're not.
economics, you don't think anything has to
Money
do with
indeed
culture?
changes you, but money
Culture,
changes you. It
culture. It's
makes
all
you
about
greedy.
culture. Economic change doesn't mean anything. It's all about culture, bro.
Can you ban this guy?
No, Bill Cosby is a
This
bad
guy is
person.
weird. He's
Yeah,
really angry.
hey,
He
she,
talks about
she,
hacking
uh,
people.
she
He's the worst
literally
guy
will
ever.
collect your information.
Haha. Thank
Okay,
you.
wanna cry. So Bill Cosby has privileges in this room. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
So, wanna cry. You
He
can
was
stay,
dead.
but okay. Anyway, so look. So you given who you are today, assuming you're not going to
Hmm.
change, that you're always going to try and improve your personal life, right? You're always going to try and improve your personal life. You're always going to try and become wealthier. And one day,
Hmm.
just every day at a time, you're going to become wealthier and wealthier. One day, you will be, basically the wealthiest person in the world. And that's it. By being wealthy, what does it mean to be wealthy? You are in control, right? You own many companies, and you are the CEO or the president of many companies. So you direct them. You tell the companies what to do. So you're right. The companies are people. So you're the people and resources. So you are in control
Hmm.
practically of the world. So today you're trying to rule the world. and that's what we're all trying. The Jews usually are more successful for some reason or another, but they're not different than me and you. We're all trying to rule the world. So what? There's nothing bad or good about it. Some people are better at it. That's it. The Jews happen
Hmm.
to be very successful, very focused, high IQ, high achievers, something about them, genetic, cultural, who knows? Something about them makes them very successful at rising and rising and rising. But you see, today the most successful one is Elon Musk by far, and he's not Jewish.
Hmm.
Jeff Bezos is not Jewish. Bill Gates is not Jewish. Warren Buffett, not Jewish. Some are Jewish. Zuckerberg is
Hmm.
Jewish. Who else? I don't remember. There's some Jews who are very like billionaires, but a lot of billionaires are not Jewish. Okay, like Trump is not Jewish. Okay, so some people are good at world domination. Some people are like me and you, like we're failures. Like you're not dominating. I'm not dominating the world. I'm barely dominating this little Discord room with 2.5 people.
Hmm.
So some people are winners, some people are losers. Jews happen to be winners. All right. So you want to hate them because they're winners? Fine. I don't care that they're winners. I don't care. Like, if they're winners and I let them win, all they're going to do is just improve the world. I mean, they're just better at
Hmm.
improving the world, I think. That's my feeling that they're just hard workers and smart, so they're improving the economy. So they make our lives better. You could argue that. Even I might not even argue that because you see China today is very successful. China is not Jewish. So
Hmm. Hmm.
so maybe the Jews are not the best at ruling the world. Who knows? Maybe the Jews are successful in the West for some reason, but they're not successful in the East for some reason.
They're successful in Europe.
Yeah, I think that like a lot of like what we call the white Jews, the Jews, they are basically European. They're not really from Israel. They never came. They basically
I
never
mean,
came.
you can be also ethnically Jewish. You can be regionally Jewish. So yeah.
But a lot of Jews are basically ethnically European. They're light skin. They're just Europeans. So you could say that the European Jews are Europeans and they're
Hmm.
successful in the West, which is dominated by Europe. So the United States is basically an extension of Europe, and Europe is Europe. So the Jews are successful, and as Europeans go, the Jews are better Europeans than average Europeans. You could say that maybe. Look, it doesn't matter. What's the point? I mean, like if Jews are bad, if there's bad Jews, then fine, there's bad Jews, there's good Jews. Where bad and good just means are they good for you or bad for you? Like if I would say, let me see. One of guy says we can have a conversation of the mind. Unmute, please. Jews are not Europeans. Okay, but Bill Cosby has to tell me to do that. I'm sorry.
Why did I
Is
laugh?
that because you lied about me recording people?
Yeah. Okay. You don't have to give a
Why about me?
you don't have to give a reason.
Okay. Okay.
So uh
By the way, can we unmute WannaCry? I just want to hear what he says, and maybe he will be the one who convinces you.
but Bill Cosby said no.
Okay.
No,
So
it's fine. You can unmute. It's okay.
okay. I want to cry. I'm unmuting you. All right. What do you got? Want to cry?
I appreciate it, and thank you for being so mature, Bill Cosby. I know we have a history of pain and suffering together, so I appreciate you.
Yes, wanna cry.
Mhm.
What's your position on Jews? Do you hate Jews?
Jews, I do not hate the average Jew. No, that's not my position.
The
The
average, okay, but the
yeah,
okay. Hmm.
yeah. So I don't think Timmy that's having a bar mitzvah or Sally that's a Jew down the street is bad. I don't think that's true. But but
Mm.
I hate that Jews use European colorism as they say they're white. They're not white. It's true. I think we all agree they're not European, right?
I don't know. What's your point? I'm not following. So you're saying s- like the average Jew is okay, but yeah, but
But I hate Israel, dude. Israel's evil, in my opinion. But it
hmm
seems like Jews want to be white, want to be Europeans, but they're not Europeans, and they always come back to Europe for protection. And I think that we have to get rid of that sense of European dignity. Like
um okay.
you're,
Let
you're
me let me just understand. So you don't hate Jews like on average. Like you don't hate Jews. Would you say you hate Jews?
yeah.
Yes or no?
No, there's tons of good Jews that I grew up with.
Okay.
Well, not tons, a few.
Okay. All right. So you don't hate Jews.
No, I hate Israel.
Okay. Uh, White Pasha, do you still hate Jews?
Well, I hate Israel, I can say that.
Okay, let's get the Jews out of the way first. So, who here still hate Jews? Like, I've given up. I've given.
I think that Jews use their power in other nations, Zionists, to basically put power into Israel's hands when it hurts the nations they're from.
Wait, good God, guy, you're making noise.
Like
Like,
like
Oh, sorry.
a lot of the old
I think
a
my
lot of
mic
the
is picking up his voice.
so you should
a
mute
lot of
yourself
the
when you're not talking.
Oh, I'm gonna lower my volume.
Okay. Okay, so who was
so
speaking? Go on,
a
mhm.
lot of the old, if you read the old books, the old history books, there a lot of kingdoms kicked out the Jews many times because they were trying to overthrow like the crown. They're trying to take advantage of the citizens of the countries that they were living in, because back then they literally were the only people that could do. We call them now predator loans, but that's what they used to do. It's just true, and they were kicked out of hundreds of countries um, because of that.
Mhm. So, what is a predator loan?
Christians used to believe that you can't do interest on loans.
Wait, what's a
You borrow
predator
people
loan? Yeah, that's interest, but what's a predator loan?
interest.
Wait, predator just means interest?
Yeah, I know that in the New World it's crazy, but yeah,
Wait,
back in the
so
day,
1 second. How?
Christians were only able to borrow to each
Hold on.
other for
Hold on.
no interest.
Okay, hold on. So why do you call? Wait, wait.
Just like today,
No, no,
Jews in
no,
New York have
no,
the Jewish loan system where
no,
Jews don't
no,
charge other Jews interest for loans.
no,
It's
no,
true.
no. No, hold on, hold on. So you said predator, and you're saying predator
Yeah,
is
the
interest? Why are you using the word predator? Predator means
high
something
interest,
else. No,
high interest.
predator means like you're a lion, right? A lion is a predator, and
No,
a gazelle.
no, brother. Listen,
Hmm.
high interest,
Mm-hmm.
high interest. You know this loan's going to take them a long time to repay,
Mm-hmm.
and you're taking advantage of their desperation by
Okay.
charging them high interest.
But let's say
That's
you come.
predator.
Okay, okay. But let's say you come to me and you want to borrow money, and I'm telling you, listen, if you want to borrow money, it's going to be high interest. Like, I'm sorry, it's going to be like whatever. So,
Yeah,
but
you're taking advantage of
wait,
desperate people.
wait. I'm asking. So you're saying I'm a predator? If you come to me
Yes,
and I'm telling you,
100%.
wait, that's called a predator? I'm a predator? If you come to me asking,
1,000%. Yes.
okay. So your definition of a predator.
Desperate people that come to you for
Okay. So
quick
you're one
quick
second.
loans.
One second.
Yes.
Okay, let me just. Okay, so you're saying two consenting adults, right? You're an adult. I'm an adult.
Yeah, they're desperate.
Okay.
You prey on them. You're preying on them.
Me and you, right? Me and you. We're both adults, desperate. I don't know, yes or no. You're coming to me, you're asking for a loan, and I'm telling you, look, in general, I don't give out loans. It's very dangerous. People don't pay back. Look, I got to charge you a very high interest. So, are you sure you want to do it? If yes, you got to bring, you got to
More
sign papers.
desperate,
So, you're saying,
desperate,
what do you mean,
desperate people will say yes.
Okay, look, but these are two consenting. You're telling me the two
It's not
consenting.
too consenting. Desperation does not
Wait,
equal
but I'm giving
consenting.
you a situation
That's
with.
that's duress. It truly is the definition of duress. You have to pay your bill, otherwise you're evicted. I am going to borrow money, even though I know this is fucked.
So let me ask you a
I have
question.
to.
Let me ask you a question. So it's either you get the loan or you don't get the loan, right? Like, let's say you need the money. Let's say you want to buy a car because you need to get a job or whatever. You need to buy a car, so you're coming to me for a loan, and I'm telling you, look, right now the interest rates, I got to charge you very high interest rate, and you're saying fine, all right. So I don't want to give you a loan, but if you want a loan, it's got to be under, I got to protect myself, so it's got to be high
So
interest rate.
so you understand you're hurting the population when you do that, right?
I'm hurting. Usually,
Yeah, you are hurting. So let me ask you. So when Hitler took
no, forget,
control,
no,
hey,
Hitler,
listen, and he said these
no,
interest loans are evil. They're evil.
no. Hold on.
They are evil. What are you talking about?
No,
They are evil. What are you talking about? They're
yelling,
evil. You
yelling,
are abusing people.
yelling is not going to convince me. Like, you could
I know
say,
it's not. Only the force will convince you. Only force will prove my point.
okay, so you admit that you lost the debate, right?
No,
Yes.
I'm right. You're wrong.
What?
You support taking advantage of people. I don't.
Well, you can call it take advantage, but it's called.
Yeah, and that's why we will crush you and we will end you.
Okay, that's called losing a debate. When you resort to
No,
force.
I
No,
win, dude. No, I win. You're bad. You're a bad person.
when you
That's the
call
thing,
when you
and that's
call.
why I don't feel bad for hurting people like you.
Mhm.
Is it
Okay.
good or bad?
Is it good or
Bad.
bad?
Yes.
What do you mean? Is it good or
If I
bad?
if I if I if I hurt him, it's probably
Yeah.
bad morally. But I'm
Why,
not a
bro?
Christian. I'm not a Christian, so I don't give a fuck. I believe might makes right. I push and I pull these fucking idiots.
Beat the shit out of him, bro.
I would.
Hmm.
You don't have
Like
to
you
admit
ever,
anymore.
hey, you ever see that dumb Jew in New York that's like giving away like diamonds and gold? I'd beat the fuck out of him just to beat the fuck out of him for being
Because he
such a fucking
gives
smug
because he
prick.
gives gold. He gives away
Yes.
gold, so you want to beat him up?
Yeah, I've seen him. I've seen him. Is that the jeweler you're
Yeah.
talking about?
Yeah, I would beat the fuck out of that guy.
Wait.
Yeah, I know who
So
you're talking about.
giving away gold, you hate a Jew because he gives away gold?
More, yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Wait, why?
Because he takes advantage of
More,
people
yeah.
Wait, he
in
takes
his
advantage
because of
by giving away. He gives you a gift. That's taking advantage.
no
How's
the reason he can give gifts is he takes it from other people.
صح حبيبي.
he
It's not
takes it?
really a gift.
Okay. So What do you mean? You think he took it? What, he took it by force from somebody else?
No, he tricked somebody into giving him money,
He
and
tricked.
Yo.
So why isn't the
that's
other
screwed
guy?
up.
So I'm sure there's like people suing him and complaining.
So why do you give a fuck if I beat this Jew up? Why do you care?
Why do I care? That
Yeah.
What do you mean? Why do I care? I'm trying to be convinced. I'm here to be convinced to hate.
Yeah, why can't I beat this Jew up? What's the big deal to you?
Well, I want you to convince me to beat that Jew up. Like, make sense. I want it to make sense. Like, I'm trying. Like, if what you're saying, I'm here.
Bro, you're a bad guy. You don't believe in predator loans.
Akandian,
You're
you're making
you're a
noise. Akandian, you're making noise. Yes, Mr. WannaCry, I'm listening.
Mr. Slave.
Yes,
You're a
sir.
bad guy. You don't
Okay.
believe in predator loans. You don't think that you can prey on people out of desperation that they need money quickly so they don't lose their homes. You're a bad guy. You are a bad guy. And I wouldn't feel bad if somebody hurts you. Like, I really wouldn't, because you're a bad guy, you know? So,
Okay, but calling me bad, that's not a way to convince me of your position. Right?
هذول
yeah,
حبوب البروتين البحر الذاتيين
Akkadian,
كم
okay, I'm gonna mute
يعني هن عم
Akkadian.
يشركوا
Sorry, Akkadian. Let me know when you stop making noise. Yes, WannaCry, I'm sorry.
yeah, there's nothing else to say. You're just a bad guy. You believe that interest is a legit way of making money. I've never met a Jew ever that works with his hands. Never. Not one time in my life have I ever met a Jew that works with his hands. You don't do labor. You don't know what it's like to toil for shit. You're just a bad guy.
Wait, I'm a bad guy?
Yeah, you support the subjugation of workers. Yeah, you're a bad guy.
Subjugation of workers? We never spoke about subjugation of workers. We never discussed that.
So you think you're just giving loans to who? The working class, or do you think you're giving it to the rich?
I made up a hypothetical that you wanted to buy a car in order to get a job, and you need the car to get a job to make money. So you want to get a loan to buy the car. So let's say I have money. You come to me, you ask me for the money, and I tell you, listen, I'd rather not. And
So what if I kill you and take your money? Is that bad?
Is it bad for me? Yeah, it's bad for me, of course. I don't want to be killed. I enjoy life. I like my life. Why would you want to kill me?
I think a lot of people feel that way. They said.
Wait, what?
I said I think a lot of people feel that way these days.
But like if everybody kills everybody, then civilization falls apart, and we go back to, I don't know, to what, Middle Ages or something? Like,
no,
no.
It's always been might makes right. What are you talking about? It's always been might makes right. You can cling to your fucking Torah. You can cling to your fucking Talmud. You can cling to the Bible. You can cling to all this shit that you want. Might makes right, and we force people to follow the rules.
One second. You know that the Jewish religion also prohibits interest. You know that, right?
Not against Gentiles.
Right, but like when Jews live among themselves, they're not allowed
Yeah,
to.
I trust me. I know. I've looked into Jews getting interest-free loans in New York, which is fucked up when Gentiles can't get them. But whatever. That's illegal in my opinion. But whatever. Let's leave that as that.
I'm confused. Like, I'm really confused. Like when Jews live among themselves, they don't have, theoretically, according to the religious scripture, they're not supposed to have interests. So, okay.
Yeah, I'm not a fucking Jew. I'm not a Christian either. What is your point? Yeah, you should be charged interest like everybody else.
Oh, so you're pro-interest?
No,
You're
I'm
anti?
pro not any Jewish privilege. Like in New York, Jews are given privileges where they
Mhm.
don't have to pay fucking interest on loans. That's fucked up and illegal.
It's illegal for Jews to give loans, interest-free rates to other Jews. It's illegal? How is it
The only way
illegal?
they get around that is having a private bank for Jews only.
That sounds, I would say, maybe illegal.
That's true, and it happens in New York every day.
What's
What
the
are you
name?
talking about?
What's the name of that bank?
You gotta look it up.
What do
I'm
you
not
mean?
doing that for you.
What
Look
do
it up.
you? What do you get? Okay, so that's cool.
New York. Type in New York Jews, no interest, bank loans from Jews.
Yeah, I'm asking you. Like you need to, right? You're trying to convince me of
I'm not
something.
trying to convince you of anything. I'm telling you the truth.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't care.
what
You're
do you
not going to
mean?
change your ways. You literally
Hmm.
believe that you can give poor people payday loans because they need it. That's your argument.
I'm
You're
I'm
evil.
I'm
You
okay.
should be
Look,
shot.
wow, look. I'm I'm honestly
Like
confused. I don't
literally,
at
you
this
should be
point.
shot.
Okay, at this point, I'm not following. Like every time you say I'm evil, I should be shot. You're not trying to convince me, right? So I don't know
No,
why. Look,
yeah, I'm not trying to convince you at this point.
look. You're in this room.
What?
So you're in this room trying to
Convince me why you shouldn't be shot. Why shouldn't I shoot you?
No, no, I'm not. So you're
Why
if
shouldn't I line you up with this fucking retard Bill
no,
Cosby and this white Pasha and line you up and shoot you all? Why not?
you want to shoot all of us? Look, Mister WannaCry.
Actually, Bill Cosby is kind of chill
Okay,
tonight.
Mr.
Otherwise, she's
WannaCry.
kind of gay.
Mr. WannaCry. Look, if you're gonna be here, the only condition I have is that you're trying to convince me of your position. If you're not, then you're welcome
Yeah,
to
you don't
leave.
believe in my position. You believe that payday loans are real
Okay,
and
but
they're fine.
okay, listen.
Do you believe
Either
that?
hold
Yes
on,
or no? Yes or
Mister
no? Do you believe you can
Mister
charge 25% interest on a
Mr.
fucking payday loan?
WannaCry, Mr. WannaCry, look, you gotta make up your mind. If you're here, then you have to try to convince me of your
Oh,
opinion.
this is true Jewry.
Okay, if you're
Yeah,
not,
no, Hitler was right. Like he was right, bro. You guys are evil. You guys are sick in the fucking head.
hmm
You think that's right to charge somebody poor 25% payday
WannaCry,
loan?
Mr. WannaCry, are you trying to convince me of your position? Yes or no?
Yeah, I am trying to convince you. You won't listen to me. You're stuck in your ways, your
Okay,
Jewish way.
no, that's not how to convince me. In order to convince me, you cannot attack me. That's
Do
not
you
convince.
believe that you can force poor people that are desperate for a loan 25% interest on a 30-day loan? Do you believe that?
I'm against using force.
Do you believe that's okay?
If you have two consenting adults, they can do whatever they want. It's up to them.
Evil. That's truly evil.
Okay,
That's why literally
mm,
Hitler literally said the interest.
Mr. WannaCry. So you're not arguing. Saying that's evil and quoting Hitler, that's not arguing. You're not gonna convince me. So I'll ask you again. Are you trying to convince me? If you're trying to convince me, you gotta make you gotta attempt to make an argument, not call me names. If you call me names, then you're not trying to convince me of anything and you're wasting my time. So I'm gonna unmute you and please try to convince me of whatever you want without calling me names, without referencing Mr. Hitler or any other Mr. I don't care about anyone else. It's me and you right now. So here you go. Yes, Mr. WannaCry. I'm listening. Are you gonna talk? All right. So, does anyone else think Jews are evil or something? Something evil. White Pasha, do you still think Jews are evil? Is anyone alive? Oh my God. All right. So everybody's quiet. So I'll go back to watching YouTube.
The argument you give us, show me a poll. Yeah, show it to me. You can't do it.
There's a difference between saying that there's a specific opinion among voters that they were motivated by a particular.
Let me just update what we've been discussing. Are Jews the root of all evil, or Jews are the root of all
I
evil?
dropped the video in chat if you want to watch it.
No, you got to make an argument. I don't want to watch anything. I'm watching something else. So you can make an argument.
Yeah, I made the argument. You're a bad guy. You deserve it.
All right. I'm going to go back to muting you. So you're not arguing. I don't know what it means. Whatever. Anyway.
Mr. Slave.
Yes, sir.
So before I leave, I got to leave. I want to say something.
Go ahead.
If you destroy someone's culture and also create future problems in the future conflicts, do you believe is it evil or not?
I don't know. I like you got to be more specific. Okay, so
how to? If you are destroying the culture,
what do you mean?
Also make.
Okay, hold on.
Let's
I'll help you. So let's break it down one step at a time. So destroying culture. Okay, what do you mean?
Do you believe is it evil or not?
I don't know. I personally, I don't care so much about culture. Like, what does that mean? I don't know. Like, I don't care. Like, I like Sharia. Like, I'm a Westerner, but I like Sharia because in Sharia you can have multiple wives. So I like that. Is that
you support polygamy?
Yeah, I love, of course. Every guy loves polygamy. So
no, I don't love it.
Okay. It doesn't matter. So the point is, right? There is.
What do you mean it doesn't matter, man?
It doesn't matter. Yes.
I'm trying to answer your question. I'm trying to answer your question. So
okay, continue.
Right. So you said destroying culture. So you could argue that Western culture is monogamous. You could argue. And I would say, okay, I don't care for monogamy. I personally prefer polygamy. So you could accuse me of wanting to destroy culture. Okay, so I would say I don't care. Okay, yeah, I want to destroy culture. Is that evil? Well, it's in my benefit. It's not evil. Like, evil for me is if you prevent polygamy. That's evil. Like upholding the current culture, to me personally, that's evil. Like let's say I have a bunch of women, they all want to be my wives, and you're telling them that they're not allowed, that if they become my wives, like, we all go to jail. So you're evil. So that's my opinion.
So you believe destroying culture isn't evil, but polygamy is great. You believe
what?
You believe that destroying culture isn't evil.
No.
But if we ban polygamy,
no.
It's evil?
No. I said it depends. Like I gave you an example. I gave you an example where for me to destroy culture is a good thing. That's, for me, it's good. To prevent me from destroying culture, that's evil for me. Because, like, the example being polygamy versus monogamy. It's a very specific example. So I'm showing you.
Let me bring my own example.
No. There's no point. So
why not?
Because I gave you, you asked me. So you got to show me where I'm wrong. You can I can
Hmm.
find other examples like murder. Let's say I love that murder is not allowed. So if you
Hmm.
destroy the culture of Western culture that murder is not allowed, then for me that's evil to allow murder. Or and so I can give you both example. I don't need examples. I have examples both ways. So just to ask me if I think changing culture is evil, no. Changing culture by itself is neutral. Some changing of
There's
culture,
difference between changing and destroying it, you know?
I don't know the difference. I don't think there's
There is a difference.
okay.
There is difference.
Okay.
Destroying meaning you fully destroy, you fully hate it, you want to destroy it, and destroy it by meaning of ethnic cleansing, aka genocide. You
No,
destroy by also
no. I'm
what?
I'm
No.
against no.
Destroying culture is also.
No,
What
no,
do you mean no?
I'm against murder, so I'm against genocide. So but ethnic cleansing, I'm against ethnic cleansing. I'm a capitalist. So if you want to evict someone if you buy their house, now it's your house, you want to evict them, it's up to you. I'm a capitalist.
Mm.
So if you call that ethnic cleansing, I don't call that.
No.
So okay.
No, I.
hmm
That is not ethnic cleansing.
Okay, so what so so I look, you're saying destroying culture is evil. I told you, I gave you multiple examples. But
Mm.
you said that's changing culture. That's not destroying. Okay, then I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know. I told you I don't know the difference, and you said, yeah, there is a difference. Let me give you an example. You're not gonna change my mind about destroying versus changing with an example because I have examples both ways, even without. So yeah, I don't see the difference between changing and destroying. You could argue that the Western culture has been evolving. Like the original the people that created the 13 colonies in the United States, they were
Okay.
very religious. The women always covered their hair. In all their pictures, the women always covered their hair. They always wore dresses. No one showed their ankles, no one showed their wrists. It was crazy. They were right, but that evolved. Western culture today, women wear bikinis and they have topless bars, and that's Western culture. So was you could argue the original Western culture was destroyed. Okay,
Mm.
is that bad? Is it good? Is it evil? I don't have an opinion.
I would say evil somewhat. Anyway, the
Mhm.
next question.
What do you mean the next? Wait, what do you
I
mean
want
the
to.
next? Wait, what about you? Right, but do you agree or disagree about destroying culture? Like you agree that it's neutral. Like it depends on you. Like if I change your culture in a way that you don't like it, you would call that evil. But if
Yeah,
I
it,
like it, I would call. If you stop me from the change, I would call you evil. It's like it's personal. I don't. That's why I don't use the word evil. I just say, is it good for me or is it bad for me? Like I like the fact that women walk around nude. I like it. That's my personal preference. You might say that you hate it.
Hmm,
That's your personal preference. Is one better than the other? No.
okay.
hmm
Well, I disagree with your opinion.
What do you? How can you disagree with my opinion? What does that even mean? I don't know what that means. My opinion is what's good for me. You don't
Hmm.
disagree that what's good for me is good for me. I like looking at naked women walking down the street. That's my
And you're a
preference.
pervert.
Whatever.
Then you're a
That's
pervert.
okay. That's not an argument. That's not how you could change. Right? You want to
What do you
change my
mean?
mind, right?
You say
You want to
you
change
say
my mind?
hypothetically you like to look at nude girls. That
Yes.
means you're pervert.
Fine. Whatever. Call it. That's not that that. That's not an argument, right? You're trying to change my mind, right? We're here in my room. You're trying to change my mind. about whatever. Like you don't like the destroying of culture. You don't like immigrants destroying your culture or something. Who knows? So
I don't like immigrants in my country anyway.
so what? Okay, what's your point? You asked me a question about destroying culture. Did I answer your question?
For now, you did.
Okay. Do you have any further questions?
Yeah, and do you believe that creating future conflicts in the future is bad, evil thing to do? Yes or no?
Well, for me personally, I'm a capitalist. I like peace. I'm pro peace because peace is prosperity in general. So I'm pro
Hmm.
prosperity. I want everyone to be wealthy. I want everyone to have a lot of stuff. Conflict usually destroys stuff. So there's less for everyone to go around. So I'm against that. So I'm against conflict. So I always try to negotiate peace between everyone.
Okay. Well, you answered my all questions, and besides, I got to leave. So,
Okay, thank you. Thank you for the, talking to me. I appreciate it.
hmm. Okay. Arrivederci.
Arrivederci. All right, Bill Cosby. You have a very nice name. It's a brilliant name. Let me see who you are. So dishwasher 1559. Jesus. Racist. Pronouns are racist. Jesus. Wow, you are brilliant. You are absolutely brilliant. PNR legend. Wow. Moral realist. Wow. Canada. Female black pill. Wow. Black pill. Traditionalist. No media. JTC. Hello, Emmanuel. Restricted. I don't know what that means. Ass. In Selena. Yes, Mr. Emmanuel. What do you got? What do you got for me? Do you hate Jews, Emmanuel? Emmanuel.
No, I don't hate Jews. I don't hate anybody.
Oh, okay. So, do you hate Israel?
No, I don't. I don't hate Israel either.
Okay. Are you a socialist or a capitalist?
Um,
Mm-hmm.
I would probably say capitalist.
Oh, okay. Um,
Yeah.
do you believe
This
in
person sounds like they love the gays.
what? Bill Cosby? What?
Nothing.
Oh, so Emmanuel, do you believe in objective morality?
Um, yeah, I do. I do believe in objective morality.
Good, so we can debate it. So,
Okay, let's debate.
all right. So you think murder is wrong, right?
Yeah. Yes.
But it's wrong. You agree that it's only wrong for the victim. It's not wrong for the murderer. It's wrong for the murderee, not for the murderer, right?
Um, what in my since I have wait, somebody that believes in objective morality would say they believe both is wrong. It's wrong for the person doing it, and it's wrong for the victim.
Hmm. Okay. So let's say I'm the murderer and I murder someone and I cook them and I eat them. I was hungry before and I'm no longer hungry. So
Okay.
right, it's better for me. It's not bad for me to murder and eat someone. I can understand.
Okay. So like,
Mm-hmm.
well, let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Even though you do something,
Mm-hmm.
does it even though you do something right, and
Mm-hmm.
you say because of you have a need, right? You have a need,
Mm-hmm.
so you do something out of that need.
Mm-hmm.
Does that still mean
Mm.
that you can't do it and know that it's wrong?
What do you mean wrong? I was hungry. I don't know what you mean by wrong. So I'm
Okay,
like.
let me.
Mhm.
Okay, let me give you an example, right? That makes it a little
Mhm.
more clear, right?
Mhm.
You have a girlfriend or a wife.
Wait, why are we changing
You're cheap.
we have a hypothetical. Why are you adding a
No, no,
hypothetical?
no. I'm trying to make one that to
Why?
support my claim,
What do you mean support your
support
claim?
my claim.
You haven't made. Wait, you made a claim. You said you believe in objective morality. Murder is bad. I
Yes,
asked you, is it
yes.
bad? Is it bad for the
So
murderer? And
so
you say
my
no,
hypothetical
no,
is
no. You don't
to
get to
help
make
to help.
no. You don't get to make another
You don't
hypothetical.
understand.
We have a
Hold on. Listen,
my
listen, listen,
hypothetical. Look,
listen.
what do you
Okay,
mean?
hold on.
Listen.
Listen, listen.
What do you mean? Listen. My
Yeah,
hypothetical
I'm trying.
shows you. I demonstrated to you. Look, I demonstrated that it's not bad for the murderer. So you should
Okay,
relent.
okay.
Hmm.
No, I'm trying to like explain to you, but I'm trying to give you an hypothetical so to
I
help
gave
my
you a
explanation is what I
hypothetical.
mean.
You don't. You. What's the
I
point?
understand.
Why would
Okay,
you want to
okay.
bring up
My
like you? I can bring up
okay,
10.
okay. All
I
right.
can. I can. I can.
Okay.
I
Okay,
can.
okay. Forget the hypothetical then.
Okay.
Forget it. All right,
Mhm.
forget about it. All right,
Mhm.
forget about it.
Mhm.
My
Mhm.
point is, can you do something,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
Can you do something
Mhm.
that you believe benefits you,
Mhm.
but still know that it's wrong?
I don't know what you mean by wrong.
Okay. So,
Mhm.
that's why I'm trying to give you another example, but you don't let me.
No, no, you
I'm
gotta.
trying to give you. I'm trying
No,
to give you.
no, no.
I'm
You got.
trying to
No, you
give you.
gotta. No,
you
no. You gotta define.
what do you mean?
I mean, you have to define. When I say I don't know what you mean, so your response should be, "I'll define whatever." You need to. When I say I don't know what you mean, then that means you need to define your term. I don't know what you mean, so define it. It's not.
Okay. So what? Okay. So what?
You said wrong.
You're saying that
What
you
do you
don't know.
mean by wrong?
Right. So
Define wrong.
so so in that. Okay. Okay. All right. I guess I didn't understand your question. So in that particular scenario, it would be harmful, right? Or unfair, something along those lines.
For the murderer? Huh?
Yeah.
What do you mean? I was hungry. I killed someone.
Yeah.
Let's say I killed it.
Okay.
But
I'm.
you agree that if I killed a chicken, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm assuming you're not a vegan, right? So I'm
Yeah.
assuming,
Yeah. Yeah.
or if I killed,
Yeah. Yeah.
or if I killed a cockroach and ate it, you or a rat infestation in my house. I killed a rat and I ate it. Or I killed a person
Mhm.
and I ate it. Who cares? Or I killed, like, let's say you're pro-abortion, you're pro-choice. I took the fetus that was aborted and I ate it. Right? You agree that in all these cases it's fine. So who cares that if the person was alive? What? Then I did it. Well, why
Okay.
does that change anything for me? As far as I'm concerned, it's all the same. I was hungry before, and now I'm not hungry. So for me, it's good. So murder is good. It's not bad.
Well, that's what my point is. Like,
What do you
if
mean?
you can't just because my point is just because you think something benefits you
Hmm.
doesn't mean you don't know that it's wrong,
Then
that it's
define.
harmful towards others.
Wait,
It's harmful,
I know that it's
unjust. Any
harmful. I know that it's harmful for the roach when I kill it and eat it. I know it's harmful for the roach, but that's not objective morality.
Mhm.
Objective morality means for
I'm
everyone.
responding I'm responding. We're not. I'm responding to
Hmm.
the scenario that you gave, to the example you gave.
But that's
That's what we're talking about here.
my
We're talking about
hypothetical.
specifically.
My hypothetical was to demonstrate that there's no objective morality. So the argument is I'm saying there is no objective morality. You're saying there is. So my
Mhm.
hypothetical demonstrates there's no objective morality because
No, you're
you said murder is bad for, right, objectively for
yeah.
everyone, and I demonstrated that it's good for the murderer, and you're not, right. So you need to refute that,
No,
or yeah, what do you mean no?
I am refuting it.
I'm listening.
I'm refuting the example. I'm refuting the example that you gave,
You don't
and you said that it's wrong. you're saying that
Mhm.
it's not wrong because the person was hungry and they decided to murder somebody so they can eat.
Well, you
Then
said you said wrong.
I refuted.
You said wrong
I
means
refuted.
you said wrong means harm. I'm sorry. I'm just reviewing the dialogue tree, the conversation. So you said wrong means harmful. Yeah, harmful for the murderee, but it's not harmful for the murderer. When I chop the head off a chicken and eat it, it's not harmful for me. It's harmful for the chicken, but not for the murderer. So
So
it's
you
still.
don't think the person that's committing the act, you don't think they know that they're causing some harm?
Yeah, they know, but it's harm for someone, not for everyone. It's harm for some of the universe. It's beneficial for some of the universe. On average, it's neutral. So you could argue that it's neutral.
Okay, all right. Can I give you an example now? Can I give you an example?
No,
Can I
you
give another
no.
example? Can I
No.
present another example to the table?
No, my example destroyed your belief that there is objective morality. That's
It
it.
doesn't do anything. It didn't do anything at all.
Then okay, then look, you're trying, right? When we debate, you're trying to convince me of your belief. You believe that there is
Hmm.
objective morality. Okay, I believe there isn't. Okay,
Yeah.
so I demonstrated that there isn't, right? I demonstrated that, right? You believe murder. I asked you. So objective morality. Let's take a case. Let's take an example. Like murder is wrong. You said, yeah, murder is wrong. Oh, so I said, if murder is wrong, it should be wrong for everyone. That's what objective means. But I demonstrated that on average, it's neutral. It's good for the murderer. It's bad for the murderee. We don't disagree on it.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we destroyed the example of murder is bad. You could now say, okay, murder, you can agree, okay, murder is not a good example of objective morality. Let's go with something else. But I will always do the same with every example. You say, okay, rape is
Okay.
right. You would say rape is objectively wrong. I would ask you, okay, I can agree that rape is terrible for the chick, but for the rapist, rape is terrific. Okay, we could always do this. Where for every.
But okay. But
Mhm.
my point is though,
Mhm.
the person that's committing the act,
Mhm.
if they know if they're doing something,
Yeah, they
right?
know. The rapist knows it's terrible for the chick to get raped. He doesn't care. He loves
Okay.
raping. He enjoys it. It's good for him. He agrees. He's aware that she's crying. She's unhappy. Yeah, he knows it. But he loves it.
So then he also agrees. Then I mean, well, he also therefore then
Mhm.
obviously it's if we're agreeing that
Then
it's wrong for
symmetric.
him and he
Then
knows it's wrong,
then symmetrically she
then I
knows
don't think.
then symmetrically she knows it's good for him. Then again it's neutral on average. Mathematically, again it's neutral. Rape is neutral. It's not good, it's not bad.
Mm.
Yeah. That's why there's no objective morality. We could keep going with
So
every example. Genocide.
so in your
Genocide is right. Genocide is wrong. Well, I'm sure the people getting genocided feel that way, but the people doing the genocide, they think it's the best thing ever. That's why they're doing it. So genocide, is it right or wrong? Well, it's neither. On average, mathematically, it's neutral, and that's it. Then that's why there's no objective morality. Sorry. We could do the same with pedophilia. Is pedophilia, is it right or wrong? Well, let's assume pedophilia is the worst thing ever. Well, it's terrible for the child being whatever pedophile, but it's terrific for the pedophile. He loves it, so he's enjoying it. So again, mathematically, it's neutral. And that's life.
yeah, I
Yeah.
think if the person knows what they're
Mhm.
doing is wrong, then there is objective morality.
But I showed you the child being pedophile. He knows that the pedophile is enjoying it. So again, mathematically, it's symmetric. So mathematically, it's neutral. So you could say pedophilia is neutral. Genocide is neutral. You cannot judge anything as right or wrong. Everything is neutral. Rape is neutral. Murder is neutral. It's all the same as, do you like vanilla ice cream? You can't say that vanilla ice cream is right or wrong. It's neutral from an ethical perspective. That's it. And that's why I'm not a vegan. Right? There is no objective morality that says that murder is wrong, that murdering chicken is wrong. Murdering chicken is terrible for the chicken, but it's terrific for me because I love chicken. I love eating dead chickens. That's why I chop their heads off and I eat them, because for me it's good. I agree that for the chicken is bad, and the chicken agrees that for me it's good, for her it's bad.
So, so would you equate the same as murdering a person and murdering a chicken?
Yeah, they're all the same. They don't mean anything. Everything is neutral. We just completed proving that there is no objective morality. So yeah, nothing.
So,
Nothing.
So you're saying murder? So
Mhm.
murdering the cow is the same thing as murdering the human.
From an ethical perspective, yes, both are ethically meaningless. Both are ethically neutral. Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people believe that there is no objective morality. I'm not the first one to suggest it. Like, even if
No,
you
I know that.
But even if you believe in Jesus and you say, but Jesus said not to murder. Yeah, okay. That's the opinion of Jesus. And you could say, well, that's what God said also. Fine. So that's God's opinion. Yeah, but God created the universe. Fine. So the person that created the universe said so. That's his personal opinion. That's still not objective. My parents created me. I don't care. Their opinion doesn't count more than yours or mine. So it's their opinion. They created me. God created the universe. I don't care. That's just his opinion. I might listen to what God says because otherwise he will punish me. Okay, that's a different thing. But that doesn't make it objectively right or wrong. That's just from a practical perspective. If I believe that God will punish me, then I just do what he says. Like if a dictator says or a mafioso says to do something, then I do what he says. That doesn't make it right or wrong. That's just, I do what's good for me. So if God says to murder someone, I murder them. If God says don't murder someone, I don't. That's not right and wrong. That's, I do what God says because I don't want to be punished. I want to be rewarded. That's not ethics. That's just my personal benefit.
Mm.
So no matter what you do,
yeah, I think.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think if we agree
Mm-hmm.
that the person doing the murder or the whatever act, if we agree that they know what they're doing is wrong, then there is objective morality. I don't
No,
know. I don't understand how you can
showed
agree with
you.
that.
I
I don't.
showed you. I showed
You're
you.
saying
I
I
demonstrated.
know what you're saying.
I
You're saying I know
demonstrated.
what you're saying. You're saying basically because you're technically saying because they're doing it, that means that there's not objective morality.
No, I didn't even
That's what
say.
you're basically
I
saying.
didn't even say. Well, I didn't even say that. I mean, the murderer.
That's basically what you're saying. That's basically what you're saying.
Look, what I
You're saying
said.
that.
I don't know what basically
No,
means.
you're saying.
I don't know what basically means. I said.
You're saying.
No, hold on.
You're
Let
saying
me.
that.
Okay, you're hogging
Okay.
the mic. Let me reply. So I'll
Okay.
repeat what I said. The argument was that whatever you tell the murderer, right, the murderer knows that he's harming, or the rapist knows that he's harming the chick. Yeah, but symmetrically, the chick knows that by resisting she's harming the rapist. So you could accuse the rape victim of a crime, just like, right, we can accuse the rapist of a crime, right? It's symmetric, right? The rapist really wants to rape, and the chick really doesn't want to get raped. Okay, but why should we choose one over the other? From, like, I don't know, like, if I just came to Earth, and I don't know who to prefer. The rapist really wants to rape. The chick really doesn't want to get raped. Who's right, who's wrong? I don't know. I don't know. It's funny because, right, we're used to being brainwashed that rape is wrong. I agree. We live in a society. Of course, if I see a rapist, I will kill him. But that's not objective morality. That's just social norms, and that's living in a society. And that's my personal, like, I don't want to live in a society where chicks are afraid to walk down the street. That's
So you're saying, so you're saying somebody, so you're saying somebody was just inserted into Earth, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they see somebody getting raped, and the
Mm-hmm.
woman resisting, not wanting to get raped.
Mm-hmm.
And you're telling me that they're gonna not know what
Yeah.
to do? Like, they're not gonna know. Oh,
They
this
would
woman
say
clearly doesn't want to get raped.
yeah, they would say she's committing a crime because, like, he certainly wants to rape. Maybe it's his right to rape, and she's not giving him what's rightfully is his, so she's at the wrong. And they would accuse her of committing a
Yeah,
crime of preventing a rape. Who says that rape is bad?
interesting.
Yeah. But
Yeah, I think that's really.
you've never had this discussion with anyone?
Well, I haven't. I had somebody tell me that they don't know if like what you're saying right now. What you're saying right now.
That's amazing.
Somebody
Yeah,
having the right.
yeah,
Somebody
because
having the right to rape.
right. I mean, the rapist
It's
certainly
crazy.
thinks he has the right to rape.
That's
Otherwise, he wouldn't do
interesting.
it. Why would he do it?
Yeah, that's what people say. They say they're entitled to it, right? Like that's what people talk
Yeah, I
about.
mean,
They're entitled.
there's black-pilled guys that they claim that the government should give them, like,
Issue them wives.
they're
Yeah.
communist. They're communist when it comes to sex. They say
Yeah.
women should be publicly owned. Any guy should be able to walk up to a chick and rape her. That should be legal. It's illegal for women to prevent guys from raping. You know, if they take over and this is the law of the land tomorrow morning, that's the law. Then we're done. You know, fine. Who's to say that they're wrong and we're right? They want, like, right? That's it. They they want to rape. So what if the girls don't want to be raped? Who cares? They say we don't care. Being raped is not. I even heard a guy. There's a guy. His name is TFM. He literally says being raped is not that bad. It's natural. It's not like being murdered. That's bad. But being raped, the hole is there. So it's no big deal to be raped. He
God.
literally says that
Oh my God.
on YouTube.
Oh my God, dude.
Yeah. So who's this? And he's a great philosopher. He's like the head of the red pill community. They all listen to him. He's not the only one.
Wait,
So,
the red pill community listens to TFM?
oh yeah, he's like a community
Really?
leader. Yeah, you can hear they echo his philosophy.
right.
Yeah, he echoes them, but he's like a leader. He's a thought leader. He writes books.
right.
No, he's an actual philosopher. Right? You need to contend with him. You can't.
I think we lost. We lost Phil.
Yeah. No, I don't think that's the reason. I don't think that's the reason.
Okay. I know. I'm just saying we lost them.
I was trying to entertain her. Anyway, yeah.
They have black pill in their profile.
Yeah, but you know that
We-
what was I gonna say? I don't know. Like, no, Emmanuel says he's never heard anyone make this argument. That's because I
the one
know
about right.
about objective morality, because I noticed that even people who claim there's no objective morality, if you ask them, is murder bad? They say, yes, murder's bad. So you don't believe
Oh, I
it?
noticed that. Yeah, with vegans, I noticed. Like, right, you know what I mean? It's subjective,
Yeah.
but it's not subjective when they do it. Yeah.
Right. When you ask them point blank, is murder bad? They say, yes, of course murder is bad. Wait, but you don't believe in objective morality.
Did you ever see the interview, like the debate between Infrared, Has and Ask Yourself? Someone did like a remix like of it.
Infrared?
Yeah, Has, he's like a MAGA communist.
I don't know infrared. Never heard of infrared.
Really? He's a Hegelian like
No, I never heard of infrared. There's one Hegelian guy that I debated, but I didn't record it. I mopped the floor with him and he blocked me. And that's it.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I didn't record because I did it while I was already in bed. Because he said, let's talk before the formal debate. Like he said, let's debate on YouTube, but first let's talk. So I said, okay, fine, let's talk. And I didn't record it because, I didn't expect to debate him, so I just expected to have a short conversation. And
it's a long version of this debate.
Anyway, when I hear someone is Hegelian, all that I hear is that they're the ultimate sophists, and it's going to be just nonsense, just pure nonsense, pure nonsense. Like, let's create the biggest word soup possible. That's all it is. It's just word soup. So that's Hegelian. I don't know.
I think Schopenhauer had the same criticism of the.
I don't know. I don't know any philosophers. I never read any philosophers. But when I speak to people, I notice people who are Hegelian, it's the worst. The worst.
He's a terrible writer, and he'll say something extremely simple in like a very wordy, ridiculous way. Kind of like Jordan Peterson. I don't know if you've ever read his book.
Yeah, but Jordan, I can understand. I can understand Jordan Peterson. I can understand Jordan Peterson is very straightforward.
You read? You read Maps of Meaning?
No, I didn't read any book, but I did read.
Oh, okay, sorry.
I did read Marx, Das Kapital. So Das Kapital is.
I was talking about Jordan Peterson's.
Jordan
book,
Peterson.
Maps of Meaning.
I've listened to many hours of Peterson.
But the book is a different separate thing.
Fine, but when it comes to lectures, he makes perfect sense. Very straightforward, very mechanical in his thinking. But Marx is basically impossible to understand. I mean, there's like I've read parts of Marx that are pure conspiracy theory when he explains like what it means to trade or to be a salesman. Like when he explains what a salesman is, that's like pure conspiracy theory. That's mechanical. I was able to understand it. But a lot of Marx...
He's a materialist.
I don't know. But a lot of Marx is impossible to understand. Just impossible. You cannot make sense of it. If we open Marx now, I doubt we'll be able to understand it. Hitler, when you read, I read Mein Kampf. So some of Mein Kampf, very mechanical, very simple, easy to understand. But then he gets into the history, I get lost. I don't know, because I don't know the geography. He talks about the geography and this. At that point, I get lost.
It's like the Austrian-Hungarian Empire there, right? Like
I don't know anything about that. Anyway, but you know what? Anyway, I I can't complain. I don't know. Like I try to be
There's a
very
video in the side chat of
okay.
Ask Yourself and Has. If you ever want to watch it.
Let me see.
Oh, I should have shared. I thought we were in your server. Sorry.
Oh, in my server? No, it's here.
I shared it here sorry, I shared it here.
Yeah, I see it, but
it'll probably disappear when. Yeah, go on.
But this type of link, it doesn't show the preview. You should always use
Yeah, I don't know why.
No, it's the short because it's the short version. You should always use the long version. Never use the short version.
How do I get the long version?
You go to the URL at the top.
I can't have on mobile. There's no URL at the top.
Oh, that's a problem.
So basically, I hold the position that actually vegans are bad people.
Wait,
so
is there another way to get the?
Okay, let me just.
Is there another way to get the sling?
No. I'll post it. 1 second. So here's the link.
The thumbnail doesn't matter anyway. It's just.
Yeah, just I want it to be visible. Okay, this is good.
Yeah,
when was
Reddit just asking him? Oh, that's like 3 years ago, 4 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
He's just asking him, if I say that person over there is a bad person, what do you think I mean? And it just continues like that for like 2.5 hours.
Well,
and Ask Yourself is high, but he's having the conversation. He's really stoned.
Wait,
and he can't follow, and it's hilarious.
Oh my god! But it's only 17 minutes. What I'm seeing here.
Oh yeah, I sent you the short version.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You'll find a lot.
No, I mean, I was talking to this guy the other day. He kept saying that he doesn't believe in objective morality, doesn't believe in Jesus, doesn't believe. But every time it came to the definition of the to the axioms of an ethical system, he said, well, but the axioms are moral. And I told him, what do you mean the axioms are moral? We're constructing a moral system. In order to construct a moral system, we need to start from axioms. These axioms need to be vanilla. They cannot be moral because the word moral is the system we're building. And he kept refusing. Like I told him, you're trying to sneak in objective morality through the back door during the axiom. Yeah. In the axiom, you're trying to sneak in objective morality. And he kept resisting and saying, no, I'm not. I told him, okay, let me ask you point blank. Is murder good or bad? He said, murder is bad. I said, okay, we're done. So you don't believe you claim to believe that there's no objective morality, but you believe there is objective morality. So you're just lying. And that's it. And so yeah, it's you need to ask these people. They need to tell you explicitly murder is neither good nor bad. If you ask them, is murder bad? And they need to say undefined. Bad is undefined. What do you mean by bad? So with Ask Yourself, he refused in the debate. He refused to answer the question. Every time I asked him, he said, if by bad you mean not my preference, then yes, it's not my preference. So he refused to answer if it's good or bad. Like he wouldn't say there's no answer because anyway. A lot of these debates is just word games. I mean, most of them are word games. People don't try to convince each other. They're trying to one up the other guy.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
But it's very interesting that Emmanuel never heard. He never heard Emmanuel. So where do you stand now? So do you believe in objective morality or not?
Yeah. I don't think you convinced me because, like I was saying, just because the guy that's committing the act knows it's wrong, that what he's doing. I mean, that's for me. It's pretty clear that it is.
Okay.
Obviously,
do you know?
It's still wrong for him.
Do you know? Are you a vegan?
Hey, wait.
Emmanuel, are you a vegan?
No, I'm not a vegan.
Okay, so when you eat a chicken, when you kill a chicken to eat it, do you know if it's right or wrong?
Well, I wouldn't equate like you did killing a chicken and killing a human. It's not the same thing.
Okay, so I could do the same. The murderer would do the same. That's what the Nazis did. They said the Jews are not human. Like, all you need to do is just say, well, the Jews are not human. That's why we killed them. They're not human. They're like chicken. So all you need to do is just say, and like when I rape a chick, she's not human. Like that, according to you, that's all I need to say. And that's what people say. That's why they invented the word fetus. They say, well, it's a fetus. It's not a human. So you just change the name of what you're trying to murder, and you make it okay, right? So it becomes a word game. So I can change. So I can murder anyone and just say, well, he wasn't human. And that's it. Well, human to me is who I decide is human. Human to me is who I don't murder. So it becomes a game. It's nonsense.
Okay, well, anybody that's not delusional would agree that an animal and a human are two different things.
Okay, calling people delusional is not an argument.
I'm not calling. I didn't say that you're delusional.
No, but
I'm talking about. I'm talking about people that are not delusional.
What do you mean?
You're saying.
What do you mean by delusional?
Hold on. Because the arguments you just gave, saying that certain things are not human, just because I can say they're not human, that doesn't mean that they're correct, right? They're obviously wrong.
What do you mean? Hold on.
Wrong to who, right? This is the issue. Like, it's not objectively wrong.
Right.
Like, human is a construct that we created. Like, we decide what is and isn't human.
Right. So, Emmanuel, when you say that they're obviously human, okay, they would say they're obviously not human. So it ends up being just a word game. So anyone can say anything.
Well, okay. So would you agree though that the majority would say it's a human?
It doesn't matter. The majority or not.
And the minority.
It doesn't make it objective.
Just consensus.
Okay.
Consensus isn't objectivity.
Yeah. It's called appeal to.
All right.
It's called ad populum. Yeah, it's a logical fallacy. You're trying to convince me. Saying that everyone agrees that 1 + 1 is 3 doesn't convince me that 1 + 1 is 3. I don't care. That's not how you convince people. You convince from first principles. You convince me by changing my mind, not by telling me that other people have changed their minds. I don't care. I agree that everyone says something today. Tomorrow morning, they say something else. I don't care either way. I don't care about what people say. I'm an old man. I've seen already people say everything. It doesn't mean anything that people say this, they say that. It doesn't mean anything.
Did they leave? Like, what happened?
No, Emmanuel is still here. He's thinking.
Oh, sorry, Emmanuel. I just heard someone leave.
I don't know. Somebody came in and left. Emmanuel.
Yes. Yeah. So. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I mean, you need to tell me if I need what do I need to say to convince you? To me, there's obviously no objective morality. It doesn't make any sense. There cannot be objective morality means, right, morality that is independent of me. That doesn't make any sense. Nothing is independent of me. If it's independent of me, then it doesn't exist. If I don't know that this universe exists, then like, I don't know what it means to be, like, the word objective means mind independent. Nothing is objective. Like, the universe is not objectively there. I think it's there. Okay, that's subjective. That's not objective. Like, you exist only as far as I know. That's subjective. That's not objective. 1 + 1 is 2. That's my opinion. That's not objective. That's just my opinion. Hello, Harvey.
Interesting opinion.
Thank you. Do you disagree? Do you think?
What is your opinion?
My opinion, 1 + 1 is 2 is not objectively true. It's just my opinion. It's my subjective truth. It's just my opinion. Maybe it's also your opinion. Maybe it's everyone's opinion. Okay? That's just everyone's. What? You gonna say something, Harvey?
How can you come to this way of thinking, brother? How is 1 + 1 a subjective opinion?
Well, what do you mean? I believe 1 + 1 is 2. I'm absolutely convinced 1 + 1 is 2. I think it's objectively true that 1 + 1 is 2. Yeah, that still makes it just no. That still just makes it my subjective truth. It doesn't help. That I believe something is objectively true doesn't make it objectively true. It's still my subjective truth. So what if I think whatever? Well, it doesn't matter what I think. It's still what I think. It's still between my ears. It's still just my subjective experience. 1 + 1 is 2.
But I can. But I can look into it and find out if it's actually objectively true or not.
That's what you're saying, but that's just you. And it could be also me. It could be everyone. We could all agree 1,000%. That just makes it our subjective truth. We can never escape subjective experience. It's impossible. There's no way to escape subjective experience. This universe exists only between our ears, and we can never ever exit that. So
do you exist?
As far as I know, right? That it's my subjective opinion. It's my subjective experience that I exist. Yes, it's just my subject. That's it's my subjective truth.
Why are you doing this to yourself, man?
I'm being honest. What do you mean? Why am I honest with myself? Because I'm not.
No. Why are you doing this to your brain? Why are you doing this to yourself?
I'm honest. What do you mean? I'm just being honest. I don't lie to myself. I don't lie to anyone else. I'm just being honest. What, you want me to lie to people? I don't want to lie. It's too much work.
What can I say, man?
You want to change my mind? You can say whatever you want to say.
No, I don't want to.
Okay.
I'm good.
Okay. Did I change your mind?
Hell no. You just made my point.
You made your point.
The point that was in my head.
Look, so I'm assuming that you're a Muslim, and you need objective truth. Otherwise, your God is no longer right. If you don't have objective truth, then your God is no longer objectively true. So you have pre-concluded the discussion. You're not objective.
Pre-concluded the discussion.
Yeah,
But I cannot be objective. You just said we cannot escape subjectivity, so I cannot even be objective.
Well, and I'm explaining. I'm going above and beyond, and I'm explaining why you cannot accept it, because you need your God as part of your your entire frame.
You need God. Do you need God?
No, I don't need God. And even if I did need God, I would, I would be fine with I would still say God is my subjective experience. Even if God came to me right now and spoke to me and, and I would become a prophet, I would still say it's my subjective experience. I would never lie. Why lie? I'm not a liar. I'm honest. Hello, Dai.
Good for you to be honest.
We make other claims about veganism.
Are you a vegan?
We've spoken and debated like 4 different times.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you a vegan though? I don't remember.
Yeah. What else would we have debated?
Oh, do you want to debate veganism?
No, not particularly with you. I was just sort of like popping in, seeing what you're doing.
So right now we're debating if I needed God, if I were a religious person.
Not debating anything, brother. No one is debating. Don't worry.
Yeah, I think you could
Just ask one question.
benefit from
That's not a
like a
debate.
theistic belief.
I benefit from atheistic belief. What?
Yeah, I believe you would like benefit from like
Atheistic?
yeah, not as in like atheist, like just an theistic belief.
Fine, I'm saying even if I were
If
to
you
be,
like applied the morals into your life, I feel like it could benefit.
I don't know what that means, but even if I decided tomorrow morning to become a believer in God, so I would still admit the truth that God is real to me. It's God. God, I believe.
What is truth? Mr.
Truth?
Slave, what is truth?
Truth?
Yes.
I think it's just what makes me happy.
That's a desire. That's not
Truth is
truth.
what makes you happy.
He defines what's truth for him. Obviously,
Yeah.
right? He can
Like
define
one,
his
I'll
truth
give you.
apart from him.
Yeah. So when you say when I say
So it's
one,
also subjective. Okay.
yeah. So when I say 1 + 1 is 2, it makes me happy. When I say 1 + 1 is 3, it doesn't make me happy. Like if somebody says the sky is yellow, I would raise my eyebrows. Like what? But if somebody says the sky is blue, yeah, everybody knows the sky is blue. Everybody knows the snow is white. If somebody says the snow is not white, I would say what? Right? So truth is that which I agree with, that makes me agreeable. And false is that which makes me not agreeable. But these are emotions. So truth is an emotion
So
experience.
we don't believe there is absolute truth.
Well, absolute is like objective, and objective means outside of my experience. And if it's outside of my experience, then I cannot experience it. I cannot testify to its anything. So to say that
So
one
there is
plus,
no absolute truth.
well, I don't have access to absolute truth. I just don't have. I don't lie. I'm being truthful.
But is it there though?
What?
But is it there?
Is
there
there?
like absolute truth?
I don't know. I don't know. I can only tell you as much as my experience tells me. My experience is that usually 1 + 1 is 2. My experience is that the sky is blue, snow is white. That's just my experience. I'm being truthful. My experience is that there is no God. That's my experience. Why are you humming, Harvey? Why don't you make an argument?
I don't want to. I don't need to, bro. I told you already.
Why is vegan is being evil?
I'll just go. I just go mad again.
You're getting mad?
I will go crazy.
Why would you go crazy? What? I'm sorry, Hercules. We're still in the middle of another debate. So, I mean, why? Like, I'm telling you, even like I used to believe in God, but I never would have claimed God is objectively true because I don't know what is objective truth. I only know what is my subjective experience. So if God, right, if God came to me
Well, why don't you just say empirical facts about the world?
yeah. So if God came to me in a dream and spoke to me and I became a prophet, I wouldn't lie and say that God is an objective truth. I would still say God came to me in a dream and spoke to me. And God to me is as real as anything else. Okay, but that's still my subjective truth. I would never lie and say that God is an objective truth. I have no access to objective truth. No one has. We each have only subjective truth. If we're honest, if somebody says I have access to objective truth, then I know that he's a liar. Unfortunately, religious people tend to be liars. They tend to claim that they have access to objective truth, which is I know to be a lie. So religious people not truthful. People who claim to know that God exists absolutely are lying. They're not being truthful.
So when you say they aren't being truthful, is that just something that you enjoy believing? That's something that's like
That's just
to believe.
Obviously it's my personal belief.
Right.
I'm assuming they're not different than me.
Right. Do you lie?
Sometimes, yeah.
So you do things that make you feel bad? What you're saying?
Yeah. Sometimes I don't eat healthy. I do things that make me feel bad. Yeah, I'm not always perfectly good to myself. Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
Yes, Harvey. What do you got?
Yes.
What do you got? Come on, say something. You said that it would drive you insane to go down this rabbit hole, but I've gone down this rabbit hole.
Yes, because it leads nowhere.
No, it leads to truth, and there's no problem with it.
That's just your subjective experience.
Look, you can say that it's that you believe that God exists outside of your experience, even though that doesn't make any sense. I don't know how you would say it. How could you say that?
We experience God, by the way. We just don't talk about it because experience is experience. It is subjective.
Yeah.
It doesn't prove anything.
Yeah. Okay. What do you mean it doesn't prove anything? We live
They
in
say, "Oh, I dreamed about God, then I believe in God." Then what?
No,
this is not proof that God actually exists.
But even if God came from the heaven and spoke to everyone all at once, not in our dreams, that wouldn't make God any more true than a subjective truth. It still wouldn't make God an objective truth. Science is not objective truth. Science is also subjective truth. It's my experience that science is correct in general. It's not like I believe in science like leftists, that they believe in science but they don't believe in God. To me, it's all the same. It's all like, I personally don't believe in God. I do believe in science, but even science is not objectively true. Science is subjectively true. Science is true because I've been convinced. Personally, I've been convinced by science. It's my personal conviction. Dai, do you think I'm wrong?
I feel like I disagree with what you think or believe objective truths to be. I don't believe an objective truth is subjective. I think that's what I'm picking up from you.
So Dai, you think 1 + 1 is 2? Wanna cry? Let me unmute you.
No, I don't. I don't take 1 + 1 to be always 2.
Okay, so
wow.
You think there is objective truth?
Yeah, it just be like true fact about the world or true fact about reality.
Okay, do you have access to anything that is objectively true? Can you Can you tell me one
access to something that I know that is true, or access to something that I
can
demonstrate is true?
Well, let's begin with you telling me, is there one thing you know that is objectively true? Yes or no?
Yeah, sure. I am alive.
Okay, so you think that's objectively...
I feel like that's an objective truth.
But, right, wouldn't you say that that's the perfect example of subjective truth?
Because it relies on a subjective experience.
Yeah, I mean... Basically, you're the only one in the universe who knows you exist.
In my own first person meta perspective, yeah.
We can all see that this guy exists.
Even if we all agree, fine. Even
No,
if
but you don't really know that. Like
even if we
my
all
mind
agree,
exists.
yeah, but it doesn't matter. Even if we all agree that I exists, it still makes it our subjective truth.
Okay, so can't we say like an objective truth is 1 + 1 = 2?
But that's your opinion, right? You truly believe 1 + 1 is 2.
I mean, like that's law, right? If we follow laws.
But you believe it's a law. Whatever you would say, it's you say. It's you. I might agree with you. We might all agree with you. Fine. That's all our subjective truths. It doesn't make it objective. Objective means outside of our mind.
So if God says it's true,
then
if God came down and said 1 + 1 is 2,
well, first of all, you could say that it's God's opinion, and second, you would say that it's my opinion that God said so.
No.
What?
So you think God has an opinion and he's
Yeah.
not the ultimate, like
could be the
voice?
ultimate,
Okay.
whatever. Could be, but still, it's his ultimate, but it's his. But it's my experience that he said it. It could be all of our experience that he said it. He might be convinced, fine, but it's just him being convinced. It's still his subjective truth. It's like none of us can escape it.
Like, so you don't believe that God's like you don't believe a God could be the supreme being.
I'm saying whatever you can.
Well,
let's assume
you can't say that.
Why not?
Like, okay, you get because if then don't believe in God. It's easy.
No. Let's say
if you don't believe
let's say God. No. I'm a scientist. Let's say tomorrow morning God comes down from the heavens and says, "I am God," and he says, "I believe 1 + 1 is 2." Okay, how is that different than me believing 1 + 1 is 2? It's just his opinion. With all due respect.
No. That would be the truth then at that point, right?
What do you mean the truth?
If
he
he's
says
God,
so.
if
I agree with
he runs the universe.
I agree with him. I agree 100%. Even if he doesn't say anything, I agree. If you say I agree, everybody says we all agree. So what? It's all of our subjective. We're all each one subjectively experiencing that 1 + 1 is 2. It's unescapable. Wait, who was the last one to make anything, to say something? WannaCry, was that you?
Yeah.
Okay. So right, so I can
I can argue with you if you have this delusion that God is one of you.
What do you mean delusion? What do you mean delusion?
Because you have a delusion of God.
What do you mean delusion of God? However you define God.
You make him sound like an alien. He's not an alien.
Whatever you want him, however you define God. Let's say tomorrow morning, by whatever means, he makes a proclamation that 1 + 1 is 2.
I don't give a fuck about God. I believe in like Thor, and I believe in pounding the fuck out of my competition. I don't care, but you sound like sick.
WannaCry. Right? I don't know. You're not following the debate. What do you mean? That's not how you debate. Come on, stop. If you're gonna keep wasting time,
nobody's in here. It was me and you and this guy that doesn't talk.
It doesn't matter if you waste my. No, I was like, I can always go watch YouTube. Don't waste my time. Like if
not wasting. Dude, I'm
Can you send the link to your website, Mr. Slave?
It's in my profile, but yeah, I'll post it. Give me a second.
Yeah, WannaCry. Have you ever spoken to Mr. Slave?
Do you think I could?
Yeah, he was here before.
Do you think I could find vulnerabilities on his website?
Vulnerabilities?
Massive ones, yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
He claims, like, for example, like veganism isn't a philosophy.
What?
Well,
I
was talking. Like,
I make many claims.
Vulnerability is as if I can get into is like a payment processor.
My what?
Yeah, you can also do that.
Web application
he has like a shit ton of different claims on his website.
I won't do
here
that
it
to you,
is.
bro.
Hang on.
I could. I guarantee I could find like.
There's also like a video of him like tied up, on like a debate stream. Some reason.
Yeah.
Do you think I could steal your credit card information or anybody that goes into your store?
Okay, so Jean D, when was this? This is 20 minutes ago. Says, how the F did you get server privileges? I don't have server privileges. Why would you say I have server privileges?
Damn, yeah, you're connected.
What do you mean connected?
Jewish, of course. You got them.
What do you mean? I have
server. Do you ever wish you were a Gentile where you don't have to worry about the?
Can you explain to me what is server privileges? Because it says PNR Pro.
Well, you could probably ban us from the server.
I can ban you from the server? Not that I want to. I would never do it. No, I can block you.
Yeah, but then I would do a full force attack on your website. I don't want to do that either. But also, you don't want us. We're good people.
I don't do. Even you. I muted you, and then I immediately unmuted you when you.
Yeah, you're fine.
No, but the question is, how do you know that I have this power? Because it says pro.
Well, you said something. You said that you had server privilege.
No, I'm reading a comment from my YouTube channel. John D says, how the F did you get server privileges? So I'm asking, why are they saying I have server privileges? Like, from where do they see it?
Okay, sorry for threatening you. I was going to totally destroy your website.
You can do whatever you want.
Now I won't. I won't do it.
You're welcome.
I won't.
Have you seen his website, Wanna Cry?
No, I haven't.
I sent it to you.
Anyway, so do you guys disagree with me on anything, or do you submit to my logic? To my infinite logic? My anti-vegan logic.
I disagree on like 90% of the things you say.
What do you disagree with me on, for example?
Like you claim like veganism isn't a philosophy.
Well, okay.
Without bending the term philosophy, what is veganism?
I mean, I don't know. Like I wrote all these propositions a long time ago. I don't remember, so I would have. Does it say anything?
No, they're on your website.
Yeah, but does it say?
I keep my stuff up to date. Why don't you keep yours?
Does it say anything else besides veganism is not a philosophy?
Bro.
Does it say anything?
Yeah,
no, it's just like bullet pointed.
You talk about debate techniques, but I will do penetration testing on that website. I hope you don't mind.
It's not my website. It's a Google website.
Yeah, I know, but they're still vulnerable to.
You're gonna attack Google, a Google website?
Well, no, I would never.
You can make a lot.
1 million years.
You can make a lot of money if you're able to find like a breach.
Not with what you're posting.
What? What?
You're right. I could make a lot of money if I could figure out a breach. I'll let you know if I figure out a breach. You can pay me.
Google will pay you.
No,
Wait,
you.
Could you tell me which number proposition you're talking about, Mr. Dye?
I think I remember what number proposition.
So you're not going to tell me?
No, I just told you and clarified that I didn't remember.
Okay. So
look at the website. You're right. Google is pretty secure, but we'll find out.
68 is veganism is not a scientific theory. Is that what you mean?
No, you definitely said philosophy.
What's your philosophy in veganism?
Like we shouldn't harm sentient creatures.
Why not?
Pointless.
I don't see that. I went through everything. I don't know. So let me know which debate proposition you want to debate, and I'll gladly try and debate you. So, do you guys have any further questions about my philosophy? Philosophy. Philosophy.
Not right now. But trust me, I will know more.
You will know more?
I will. I have to look you up, bro. I have no clue who you are. This is the first time I ever seen your website, so I'm gonna investigate. But hey, good to talk to you.
What? It's good to talk to me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine.
Thank you. Anyway, Mr.
Gay,
what?
a little gay and a little delusional on you hate workers. You think interest rates should be high for poor people, but other than that, you're right.
I never said anything like that.
You literally said poor people deserve high interest rates. You did say that.
I never said that. Never in my life.
Yeah, you did. I had a debate with you earlier.
What? No.
That's why I got muted, and I came in here like I unmuted you.
No, that's not the reason.
What was the reason? The Hitler thing I posted?
No, she told me to mute you. I just did what she said. That's all.
Because I was winning?
What's her name?
I don't fucking know.
Whatever her name is, she said to mute you, so I muted you.
So you just faceless woman, you just do her bidding?
Yeah, I'm a simp.
No, I think
Hello,
all
Neon.
you Jews stick together.
Hello. Why is being vegan evil?
Are you a vegan?
He thinks that vegans have to concede to like raping little girls in the arsehole.
What?
And putting them in gas chambers.
Is that what we have? Is that what vegans have to do?
I don't know, but apparently, yeah, it's inside chat.
I'm not vegan, but I don't find it evil by any means.
You're not vegan by any means?
I know. I would find it like quite like the opposite.
Like I just ate 2 slices of pepperoni pizza, but I don't find like not eating pepperoni pizza evil by any means.
No, vegans. It's not. That's not the argument. Wait, do you like?
The argument for veganism? The argument for veganism is the starting axiom that causing suffering to animals or participating in an industry that causes suffering to animals is wrong and should be mitigated as much as possible. That's like the starting position of veganism.
Well, I don't disagree with that. So that's obviously not what veganism is about.
Huh?
I mean, if you're just changing what veganism is about, you're just engaging in a straw man.
Whatever, but I obviously I love animals.
What?
What?
Okay, so then
Are you trolling right now?
Why would it be immoral to be vegan?
Well, what is veganism? What you described is my philosophy. I agree with it. So that's obviously not the definition of veganism. If it is,
What
then I'm a
definition of veganism
Well,
are you using?
if that's your definition of veganism, then I'm a vegan, and you're a vegan too.
No, because I eat meat,
That's
and
not.
therefore
That's not.
And therefore, I participate.
I
participate in an industry that causes suffering to animals.
That was not your definition. No, that's still not your definition of veganism.
I'm going to write down the definition. Veganism is abstaining from causing suffering to animals or participating in industries that systemically cause suffering to animals. So eating meat would absolutely be participating in an industry that causes suffering to animals.
No, that's incorrect.
Okay, so whenever you eat meat, does that come from an animal?
Yeah.
Did that animal have to die for you to produce that meat?
Yeah.
Do things suffer when they die?
Yeah.
Usually?
Yeah.
Okay, so then you're participating in an industry that
Mhm.
causes suffering to an animal, which is not vegan.
What do you mean? Wait, what do you mean? Which is not vegan? What?
Okay, so participating in an industry that
Mhm.
causes suffering to animals is not vegan, right?
Participating in an industry that causes veganism, abstaining from causing suffering to animals. Okay, I abstain from causing. Or so first of all, abstaining from causing suffering to
Or
animals. That's me. So I'm a vegan. Or so I don't need the
Or
or. No, I don't need to do the or because I already oblige by them, right? Or means it's either this or that.
actually, you know what?
Mhm.
You know what? You're right. You're right. Let me change one thing.
Okay.
And abstaining from participating in industries that systemically cause suffering to
And
animals.
participating in industries that systematically cause suffering to animals. I mean, you could argue that anything causes suffering to animals. So
Right,
so no one
point
is vegan.
but the point of
Wait.
the point of veganism is
Wait.
to take that threshold and
Wait,
to
wait, wait.
maximize
No,
it
no,
as
no.
much as you
No, you
possibly
didn't.
can.
The word maximize didn't show up. So you got to fix that.
Okay. So
Mhm.
to the greatest extent possible. So abstaining from causing suffering to animals and not participating in industries that systemically
No, you don't
cause
have to read
suffering
it.
to
You
animals
don't
to
have
the
to read.
greatest
You
extent
don't have to
possible.
read it. No one is vegan.
No, I think that there are people who are vegan that
No,
fit this definition.
no one is vegan.
Yeah, because people,
The
there are people who,
greatest extent
yeah,
to minimize, to not cause suffering is to destroy all life in the universe. No one does that.
no,
Yes.
destroying all life in the universe actually would be
No.
causing suffering to a lot of life in the universe.
No. No. So if you
Mr.
destroy,
Slave, I feel like you're trying to get this like weird like semantic win
it doesn't
or
matter.
whatever.
It doesn't matter what I'm
But you're
trying.
not really
It doesn't matter. It
you're
doesn't
not
matter.
really
It
elucidating.
doesn't
You're not
matter.
really
It doesn't
elucidating
matter.
why
It doesn't
you're
matter.
not elucidating why this would be evil. Like working within this framework would be an evil thing to do.
Okay, look. You agree that up until now, right? With all due respect, you lost the debate so far, right? So you tried.
No.
What do you mean?
You're
So
just making a straw man out of veganism.
You tried.
Right? And you're trying to imply that veganism is evil.
You
And
tried.
you're the one making the positive claim. You had no justification
You
whatsoever.
tried. You tried.
So far, your claim is that veganism doesn't exist, right? And if it doesn't
Exactly.
exist, it can't be evil, right? So if veganism doesn't exist,
That's
it
not true.
can't be evil.
That's not true.
Yeah, no. If something doesn't exist, it can't be evil.
That's not true.
Right? Because
No.
it doesn't exist.
Not true.
Are you saying that the absence of veganism is evil, Mr. Slave?
Look, I'm saying vegan equals evil. Are you going to defeat my proposition? Yes or no?
What do you
I mean,
mean
I don't know.
by
You're
being
like running
vegan?
away.
What does it mean to be vegan, Mr. Slave?
Well, you proposed a definition. You're welcome to retract your definition.
Well, I would say that this definition is a pretty reasonable definition.
Well, I already
And if you're
proved to you
willing
that
to
no one
lend
is a
it,
vegan by that
if you're
definition.
if you're willing to lend an ounce of charity to it and saying, well, okay, well then,
No.
if you're like participating, hold on,
No.
if you're,
The answer is no.
do you think it's
No,
well,
no
so
charity.
Mr. Slave,
No charity.
wait, do you think that it's possible
No
to end
charity.
all life? And do you think that it's
It
possible
doesn't
for
matter.
any
It
hold
doesn't.
on, hold
It
on.
doesn't matter.
Well,
no one
it
is a vegan.
does matter.
Then change your
Because
definition.
if you look at my definition,
Change
if you
it.
look at
Change it.
Mr. Slave, if you look at my definition,
No
you'll
one is
see to the
vegan. By
greatest
your
hold
definition,
on,
no one is vegan.
hold on. Why is nobody vegan by this definition?
Because it says to the greatest extent. That means destroy all life in the universe.
Okay. So is it possible for anyone to destroy all life in the universe?
I don't care.
Is it possible? So answer the question. If you don't care, then there should be no
What do
issue.
you mean? You should. I know no one.
Is it possible to destroy all life in the universe?
Well, you can do your best. No one does that.
Wait. I can do my. That's not what I asked, though. I didn't
Then
ask
change
if
your
I can do my best.
definition.
I asked you.
Then change your
I asked you
definition.
I asked you if it's possible to destroy all life in the universe. Is that possible? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. How can I do that?
Whatever. I mean, you can just find life. Yeah, find life and destroy it. Find life and destroy it.
Okay. Have we found all life in the universe yet?
What do you mean have we? It's you want to be a vegan, you need to find all life and destroy it. You don't you don't spend you don't run
think that it's reasonable.
Yes, it's that's a definition. Look, look, you have a definition.
Not done with the question yet, bud. Do you think it's reasonable to say that anyone on Earth could possibly destroy all life in the universe?
Yes.
God, you're a fucking idiot. Yeah, so you think it's possible for vegans to destroy all life in the universe?
Yes.
Okay, prove it. Prove that it's possible.
What do you mean? You can start with, your local neighborhood, just run around, just exterminating all life. What's the problem? How difficult is that?
Well, how difficult? So you're saying that they need to get away with murder?
Yeah, it's their problem, not my problem. But sure, people have done it.
Well. Okay, so you're saying that it's possible to get away with murdering everyone on Earth, that nobody will intervene to stop you sufficiently.
Well, you need to try your best. I don't see anyone trying their best.
Yeah, I didn't ask you that though, Mr. Slave. I asked you, is it possible for someone under their best efforts to destroy all life on Earth?
Of course.
Okay, prove that that's possible. Because I don't think that it's possible given the scope of the task you're asking.
Look, you have to try. You don't need to succeed. Just try.
Have we explored all parts of the Earth yet? Have we explored every part
then
of the ocean,
if you don't do that, then it's your problem. Then you're not a vegan. Look, we're wasting time.
But Mr.
We're
Slade,
wasting time.
You get
my point. You get
if you're working with the caveat, if you're working with the caveat to the greatest, if you're working with the caveat to the greatest extent possible, then what you have to understand is that it's not reasonably possible for everyone to destroy all life on Earth, given that we haven't even been to everywhere where life exists on Earth. We know, for example, that there are germs that can survive next to boiling geysers at the bottom of the fucking ocean. Right? And it's not really possible for an individual vegan to get down in a submarine and go, hand sanitize that fucking geyser or whatever. It's just not possible. Right? So when you say they have to destroy all life in the universe, and I point out correctly that they cannot travel to every point in the universe where life exists, then that doesn't really coincide with any refutal of the definition of veganism that I've put up so far. Okay, because it's not possible to their extent. So try again.
Look, you just have to try. I don't see anyone trying. Next question.
To destroy all life in the universe.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think that it's possible to destroy all life?
It doesn't matter. You have to give it a shot. If you're a vegan,
it doesn't matter if it's possible. It's only relevant to the definition.
Look,
it doesn't matter though.
Okay, by your definition, I'm just change your definition.
I don't need to. You're not refuting it.
No one is vegan by your definition.
How is it possible to destroy all life on Earth?
Give it a
How is that
shot.
possible?
You gotta give
How
it a
is it possible?
You gotta
That's not what I'm
try. You
asking
gotta
you.
try. You gotta try.
Okay,
Otherwise, you're
how
not
would
a
they try?
vegan. Look, then.
What would they try to do?
Okay, look, I don't want to waste your time. I'm sorry. Do you want to
Okay,
talk?
well, Mr. Slave, I mean, if you admit that it's not really possible or even feasible to destroy all life on
I'm
Earth,
not
we
saying
could progress the
by your
Hold on, bud.
definition. By
Hold on,
your
bud. Hold on.
definition.
Hold on, bud. We can
But
say that whatever, if we're talking about whatever is feasible or whatever is possible for the individual to do, I think that it's much more feasible for someone to say, you know what? I'm not going to wear any leather products because I don't want to participate in an industry that causes systemic harm to animals. I don't want to eat meat because that causes suffering to animals and I'm participating in that. I don't want to, eat eggs because the chicken industry is particularly bad with their inhumane conditions, right? None of that is evil. All of that is vegan. It has a vegan sentiment to it. You're just not engaging with any of that. It's fucking. It's just weird. It's just this weird emotional hang-up you have with veganism.
change
I
your
know all of that's
definition.
compatible with veganism. You
Just
fucking
change
idiot.
your definition so we can debate. Right now, no one is
All
vegan.
of that. All of that. It's not possible to destroy all life in the universe. So, to the greatest extent possible, remedies that caveat. That caveat remedies this idiotic straw man that you're trying to set up here.
Are you a vegan, Neon?
No, I already told you at the beginning, and this is just further proof that you're incapable of listening, that I am not a vegan by any means. Remember, I told you I ate pepperoni pizza not an hour ago?
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I'm not a vegan.
Okay.
Okay? But you need to tell me why being vegan is evil. What do you mean by being vegan? You're the one who made the claim before I even defined veganism for you. What do you take veganism to be, and why do you take it to be evil?
Well, in general, I mean, I'll tell you. Okay, so in general, vegans are people. It's not a clear definition. There is different.
Okay, so your unclear definition that you proposed is evil.
Yep.
Okay, so you make an unclear definition, and you say that this unclear definition is evil.
Correct. Do you have any questions?
Cool. I think that being a Tibbity is evil. And it's not really clear what a Tibbity is, right? But I just take it to be evil.
Okay, I'm not gonna argue. I mean, I don't know what you mean, so I can't argue with that, right?
That's true. That's true.
So there you go.
But but Mr. Slave, like, do you disagree that being a Tibbity is evil?
I can't. Impossible.
You can't. Okay, so so I'm unwilling to define what a Tibbity is, and I'm also saying that it's evil, but I don't know why. Do I look kind of stupid right now?
No. What do you? I don't
No?
know. No, I don't know what you mean by stupid. What do you mean by stupid?
I mean, kind of like.
I cannot.
Like
I cannot
mentally
defeat.
inept,
I don't know.
incapable
I
of
cannot.
critical thinking.
Okay, so let me say something. So look, I cannot defeat your claim. You cannot defeat mine. So we're done. Do you have any further questions?
Okay. Well, I would say that you don't have a claim because you don't have a clear concept. You don't have a premise.
It says vegan equals evil. Can you defeat that? Yes or no?
Yeah. What is vegan? What does that mean?
It's not clear. Like let's say people.
Clear.
Right. Do you have any questions? Do you have any further questions? I think I clarified that once.
So if it's not clear, how do you know that it's evil?
Well, that's my claim. Can you defeat it? Yes or no?
Well, instead of begging the question, why don't you substantiate that it's evil if you can't clarify it?
Well, why don't you defeat it? Let's change the order of business. So try to defeat it.
I can't defeat it until we clarify the scope of the claim, right?
Well, do you know what a vegan
I can't
is?
do that.
Do you know what a vegan is?
If I say, I believe that I have a pretty good working definition of a vegan.
Yeah, and you wrote it. They said by your definition.
It's someone who abstains from participating in the animal agriculture industry, right? That would be a vegan.
Okay, look.
That would be an example.
Neon. Okay, I don't want to get you
Yeah?
upset. I don't want to get you upset. So, look, let me tell you what I feel about veganism. I really feel veganism is pure evil. Honestly, honest to
What is that?
goodness.
Okay,
We can.
why?
Okay,
Why?
look. At the end of the day, it's going to be axiomatic. Like I believe 1+1 = 2. At the end of the day, that's axiomatic. That's just how I feel. I'm never going to be able to prove to you that 1+1 is 2. So at the end of the day,
Well,
it's
that sucks for
axiomatic.
you.
Excuse me.
That sucks for you.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not even talking about like basic math. I'm talking about morals here. You're saying that this group of people that you can't define is evil.
Look, if you're gonna be mean and mean-spirited, then we're not gonna engage. So you gotta be nice.
How about this? Do you think that Vegan Gains, the YouTuber, is a vegan?
Do I think he identifies as a vegan? So let's give him the
No.
benefit. What?
Is he a vegan? By your lights, is he a vegan?
Well, a vegan is someone who identifies as a vegan. I usually I respect.
What does it mean to identify as a vegan?
It's just you identify as a vegan. That's it. You
What
say
does that mean?
You just say I'm a vegan. If you say I'm a vegan, that means you identify as a vegan. What else do you want me to say? How right? How
Okay.
else?
So if I say I identify as a vegan, now I'm a vegan, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and now I'm evil, right?
Yep. Well,
okay, so you think that saying the words,
I
identify as a vegan,
not all hashtag
is evil.
Not all vegans are evil. We should put a caveat. Not all vegans are evil. I've met vegans who are not.
All vegans are evil. Okay. But do all vegans participate in veganism?
But also not all 1+1 = 2. But okay, what's the question?
It depends on if you're using a base 10 system. I'm sorry, bud, but 1+1 = 2.
No. Well, there's exceptions.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get
where's
back.
The exception?
It doesn't matter. Let's get back to vegan. So there's a caveat. Not all vegans are evil. Some vegans are good people, but a lot of.
Then I think you should change the name of your VC to "Some Vegans Equal Evil."
Well, there's no room. There's only room for vegan equals evil. So when people come in, we can have a discussion about that.
You have up to 15 characters in the VC.
No.
So
I want the name to be short so that it attracts people. So that they come, we can discuss how much we hate vegans. Most people. Let me just say something.
For our purposes.
Wait, let me say
for
something.
our purposes, we can just say that some vegans are evil.
Neon, let me say something. I let you hog the mic as much as you want, but let me just say something. So most people that enter this room hate vegans. I can tell you that. Most people are not vegan and hate vegans with a passion, like me. Okay, let's continue.
Well, I don't know who you're talking about.
You can watch my.
You can watch. You can watch people who identify as vegan. You don't even have like any sort of like positive ideas.
Well, let me just answer. Wait, Dai.
Can you give a specific example?
Wait, 1 second. Okay,
Can you give
Dai,
a specific example of someone you hate?
Dai.
That is a vegan.
Dai, I'll answer. Dai, let me just answer Neon first. Neon said, "I don't know who are these people." So everything has been recorded. You can watch all my live streams. There's always people coming in.
I don't care.
I don't think there's been one case of someone entering this room who said that they're not vegan and they don't hate vegans. They all are not vegan and they hate vegan, or they are vegan.
I'm not vegan and I don't hate
You're
veganism.
the first. You're literally the first in my life that I've met who is like that. First,
okay.
I'm being honest.
And what is the relevance of this?
What do you mean? It's my data. I just said I'm letting you know. It's like it's not.
Okay. Cool.
It's not like I'm the first person.
So
It's not like I'm the first.
Who is a vegan? Who is a vegan that you believe is a vegan? Who is a vegan that you hate? Give me an example of a vegan that you hate.
Any vegan that claims that they're better than me because they are vegan.
Okay. So you think that someone who says, "Hey, I believe that I am doing better things than you are because I participate, I abstain from the animal agriculture industry and you do not."
Look, if you say you're better than me, then you're evil. That's evil.
Why?
What do you mean? That makes me a second-class citizen. Like Vegan Gains
No, it
literally,
doesn't.
yes, Vegan Gains literally says that if you're not vegan, you should be holocausted. You're a Nazi. You should be exterminated. He literally says
Okay.
that.
Okay. Well,
That's
I think
to me.
that
To
it's
me,
very
one second. To me, that's the definition of evil. Well, if there's a definition of evil, that's the definition of evil. I don't know what else would be, honestly.
okay. Well, I can agree, for the sake of argument, that Vegan Gains saying that anyone that disagrees with him regarding veganism should be holocausted is evil. I also think that is evil. I do
Okay.
not think that that is the core of veganism.
Okay, so in the last debate between Vegan Gains and Destiny about the execution of the CEO of the healthcare insurance company, Vegan Gains
Yes, thoughts
said,
and prayers.
okay, so Vegan said that CEO should have been executed just because he's not vegan. Dr. Avi was there, he didn't contend. And, Dr.
Yes.
Avi is the head of the cult. So they're all the same. So they're all the same. These
Okay.
are evil people. To me, I don't know, I don't know what else is
Okay,
evil if
so
not that.
let's say someone is a utilitarian. Do you know what a utilitarian is?
Yeah, more or less, yeah.
Okay. Let's say that someone is a utilitarian,
Mm-hmm.
and they also say, if you are not a utilitarian, you should be killed. Does that make utilitarianism evil?
Look, if at the end of the day you're saying that I should be killed, that normal people should be killed, then you're evil, pretty much.
Are you utilitarian?
I happen to be not. I'm not. I'm a capitalist.
Okay. So
Mm-hmm. What?
a lot to unpack there. Listen, we'll get to that later.
Okay.
So let's say that there exists a utilitarian that says if you are not a utilitarian, you should be holocausted. Now, do you think that person would be proof that utilitarianism as a whole?
Okay, hold
is
on.
evil?
Look. I made my case.
You're not answering the question.
No. We've been through everything.
No, you didn't answer the question. I asked you, is utilitarianism evil?
Wait, Dai, hold on. Neon, 1 second. Dai, did you say something?
Yeah, I said that's a damning non-answer. You're not answering this question.
No. Look, we can really. He's going now to utilitarianism, whatever. We gave the example.
Well, yeah, because he's trying to draw.
We can continue.
Similarities
It's
here,
fine.
right?
It's fine.
So
we
one
can.
person from one group says one bad thing. Does that make the whole group bad? Yes, it does. It does to you.
Wait 1 second. We can
Here's
continue.
a better
Did you just say it
example.
does?
We can 1 second.
One sample
Dai, give me a second to answer.
makes like an entire fucking.
Give
group
me
bad?
a chance to answer.
You already answered. You said yes.
What do you mean I said yes? When did I say yes? When did I
2
say
seconds
yes?
ago.
No. If one person of a group says something, then I say it about the group. Where I'm not insane. What are you talking about? I would never say that.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
saying-
So
I'm
like if there was
literally-
a capitalist, if there was a capitalist that said all communists, which are not capitalists by definition, we can agree that communists are not capitalists, right?
No, actually, it's not a contradiction.
Yeah,
Communists.
I mean, he's kinda right, I think.
Communists.
The Chinese government is technically communist, but they're capitalist in practice.
A commune can own property, can be capitalistic. So there's no contradiction between capitalism and communism. So
let's say that a communist is someone that believes that private property should not exist. All right, let's take that's the definition of communism.
Well,
okay.
Still, but a commune is allowed to own property, so they are capitalistic.
It's not private property, though.
look, okay, look, it gets into definitions. You want to have a discussion about the semantic discussion? That's like the most boring thing.
Yes.
Yes, really?
Yes, I do.
Nah.
So let's say that communists are
Mhm.
people who believe that private property should not exist. Not personal property, but private property. There's a distinction.
Okay.
Okay. So if a communist believes that private property should not exist, then that is antithetical to a capitalist that believes that people should have the right to own private property,
Okay.
right? That's
Mhm.
antithetical.
Yes, in that case, yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let's say that there's a capitalist and they say that all communists, as I've described, all communists deserve to die. You with me so far?
Yeah. I might
Does
say
that mean
that. I might
that
say
capitalism
I might say that.
Okay, does that mean
Mhm.
that capitalism is evil because you're effectively saying we should Holocaust all people who disagree with you?
Well, that's not what I'm saying, but
That's not, I didn't say that's what you're saying. Is still one capitalist says all communists should die. Does
He's
that mean
saying,
that
dude, no,
capitalism is
slave
evil?
or neon. Slave is saying that that's an entailment of veganism. That he says like it's consistent to say like, hey, yeah, if you're
That's not what
if
he's
you're a
saying.
non-vegan, then you should die. Basically,
That's not what he's saying.
that is what he's saying because he takes vegan gains. Correct me if I'm wrong. Takes animal life to be on the same like moral plane as human life.
I mean,
That's not what he's
vegan
saying.
vegan gains
Wait,
is
stop. I'm gonna give you the entailment. Neon. Does gains take animal life to be on the same moral plane as human life? Yes or no?
Dude, he made a stupid point. Now you're parachuting in for him. He's going to use that as a distraction until I get.
That's the point he's making, though.
That's not the point that he's making. He said that Vegan Gains who is a vegan, since Vegan Gains a vegan said that all non-vegans deserve to die, right? Deserve to be executed. In fact.
Yes.
That since all non-vegans deserve to be executed, and he is a veganism, that
Yes.
is proof that veganism as a whole is evil.
He's just saying
right?
that's the entailment of the view.
I don't think that's the entailment of the view.
Well,
Not at all.
it is. If you think they're on the same moral plane, then you are participating in like a Holocaust of sorts. Yes, and you deserve to die.
Because
That is an entailment.
you can be a vegan and you can just say, hey, there were a lot of people that were misled by the normalization of the animal agriculture industry. And if we just abolish the animal agriculture industry,
I know. And then he's going to say
once you're... But that is not an entailment of veganism.
Then he's going to
that
say,
is not an entailment.
Once you're made aware, you have the moral imperative not to eat meat anymore. That's what he's going to say. He's not going to give you an out anymore.
Okay, so you're saying that veganism will say every time that once you know not to eat meat anymore, anyone that continues to eat meat should be executed?
No, I'm saying if they do say that, they have a justification for it. If they do say that, they have a justification for it on their worldview. That's what Slave is saying. That's what Vegan Gain says.
Yeah, but he's using that to say that all veganism is evil.
I mean, I disagree with that, but
yeah, and that's what I'm trying to get to.
Fine,
I
said not all vegans. I said hashtag not all. What do you want me to say?
Okay, so you think that vegans...
Not all vegans.
So you think that vegans who believe that non-vegans should be executed are evil? That's the new claim now, right?
What do you mean that's the new claim? What do you mean by that? There's no difference. Vegans in general are evil. In general. Everybody agrees vegans in general are evil. Oh, he left? He makes it sound like I'm the first person ever to think vegans are evil. It's like everyone who ever came into this room, you can watch the videos, they all said, of course we hate vegans. Of course vegans are evil. You're the first person to deny it.
Yeah, but I mean, you're just saying that vegans who believe that non-vegans should be executed are evil. And yeah, no shit, vegans that believe non-vegans should be executed are evil. But that's not an issue with veganism. That's an issue with the superiority complex that someone of a cult, right? And it's possible for someone to be a vegan and to not believe that all non-vegans should be executed. So you're not taking an issue with veganism, you're taking an issue with authoritarianism. That's the like, I don't know what else, how else to put that. I mean, it's silly.
Okay, what do you want me to do?
Okay,
like, you want to change my mind?
Yeah. I want you to acknowledge that someone wanting the animal agriculture industry to not exist anymore is a vegan and is not evil.
Look, I said not all. Some vegans I've met who don't have a superiority complex and are not like Vegan Gains and Dr. Avi. But I would say that yeah, okay. I said not hashtag not all. What do you want me to say?
Great. Then I don't know.
Some vegans.
I don't know what you
The
mean.
VC name is, you know.
The VC name is vegan equals evil. Veganism in general is evil. Vegans in general are evil.
And anyone in the universe who understands English is going to stumble upon this Discord VC and they're going to think that you're saying that veganism or all vegans are evil. But that's not your claim anymore.
Okay, then I'll clarify when I come in.
So then you're conceding the debate. Congratulations.
Slave, can you admit maybe, or like at least think about like veganism, the idea, the spirit of veganism? I don't think it's like an evil idea, right? They just want to kind of reduce suffering in the world.
Look, if you want to reduce the suffering in the world, then you're evil, because then you want to destroy all life in the universe. Because the only way to if you reduce to the minimum suffering, then you have no more life in the universe. It's the lifeless
Well, no, you don't
universe.
have to be Thanos. You don't have to be
Hold on.
Thanos. You can just like say, hey.
I'm just taking what you said. I'm just saying what you said. If you want to reduce suffering in the universe, the minimum suffering in the universe is a lifeless universe. Then you want a lifeless universe. Then you're a mass murderer to the power of a mass murderer. So obviously, then you're evil.
Oh, okay, Neon. Good luck. I don't know.
Okay. So do you think that maximizing, so like let's say you're building a circuit, right? And let's say one of the things you want the circuit to do is you want it to use as little power as possible.
Okay, but that's not veganism.
But
then you're changing the definition. You heard what the guy said. You heard what he said. You're changing. You keep changing definitions. You keep changing definitions.
Slave, hold on.
No, you keep changing. You cannot keep changing definitions on me. If that's your definition, he said a vegan is someone who minimizes. You don't need to. You don't need to.
Mr. Spurg, stop spurging.
You don't need the analogy. I'm predicting. I've had this discussion.
I do need.
No, you don't.
I do need the analogy.
No, you don't.
What am I gonna say? What am I gonna say?
You're going to say that they also want to maximize something else. If that's your definition, then I'm a vegan. Congratulations. Next topic. What else do you want to discuss today?
Okay, are you evil?
No, I said if you not only let me answer.
Then you should
wait.
change
Let me
the title
talk.
of your VC.
No,
because it
let
feels
me
like
talk.
it's thoroughly dismantled.
Okay,
at this
you're
point.
not letting me speak.
You kind of cut me off like a gajillion times before. But,
no, I pretty much gave you the mic, and I was
because I said let me finish. And I wasn't done making my analogy yet. Remember that? And I was like, let me finish, Mr. Spurg, stop spurging. Remember that?
Let me finish.
And you wouldn't let me finish, and you just kept on talking. You remember that? Yeah, that's when you cut me off. So no, you didn't let me speak. We're all here.
Okay, even now, I'm unable to respond to your question. So you're not letting me speak. Now, it just so happens to be that I wasn't even here during most of the time that you were speaking. I was swiping on chicks on like Tinder. So I let you speak, as much as you want. I did not interrupt most of the time. And you're basically steamrolling. You basically never let me speak. But, go on.
Okay, so let's say you're making a circuit, right? And you want to.
Okay, we don't need your analogy. So I said, if you don't only want to minimize suffering, if you also want to do maximize happiness, then congratulations. I'm a vegan too. I obviously try to minimize suffering and maximize happiness. So then I'm a vegan, but that's not the definition of veganism. The definition of veganism is just, and they always say this, they always say one parameter: minimize suffering. Or whatever, give animal rights, whatever it is. If that's the only thing you're trying to maximize, then congratulations. If you want to minimize suffering, you want a lifeless universe, you are evil. Congratulations. Yes, I'm listening.
Because I get through half a sentence and you mute me again. So you're raging or whatever. But that's fine. I mean, if you don't want to talk anymore, that's okay.
You can leave whenever you want. Door is open.
Okay. I wanted to have a conversation, but it doesn't seem like you do.
Door is open. If you're unhappy, goodbye.
Okay. So just to be clear, you're not wanting me to speak anymore? Is that what's happening?
Look, I'm having a hard time talking to you. You hog the mic. I'm trying to interrupt you. You never let me interrupt you.
You're the one muting me. How can I be hogging the mic when you mute me?
I muted you. I would say 3-4 times. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a lot. And I said something.
It kind of is.
Look.
It kind of is when I get halfway through a sentence.
Look. Okay, I'm getting hungry. I need to go eat.
Okay.
Look, I really appreciate your time here. Let me send you a friend request if you don't mind. Oh, we're friends. Okay, Neon. Look, yeah, it's a good conversation. So altogether, I think I enjoyed it more or less. It was good. Thank you, Dai. Oh, Dai is not listening. I'll make him a friend too. Dai is good. Anyway, I appreciate your time. I appreciate your contribution.
Have a good plunge.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much. I'll see you later. Yeah, 3 hours is a lot. Okay, everyone. Jews. Let me edit the name. So Jews are the root of all. Wait, what time is it? It is okay. It's getting late. So what? Evil. I misspelled evil. Jews are the root of all evil. Pedophilia. How do you spell pedophilia? Is bad. Pedophilia is bad. That was like pedophilias. Pedophilias. Pedophilia is bad. What else did we discuss? Veganism. Vegan equals evil. Okay. Is bad. Objective morality. All right, objective morality. Jews are the root of all evil. Pedophilia is bad. Objective morality. Vegan equals evil. All right, I think we're done. All right, maybe I'll go eat and come back. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.